I didn't get pizza, but only bring enough for myself.
Yes! Finally! Let's go!
Mmm.
Been waiting since April! Before we get started, special thanks to our Patreon producers, Mr. Host, Noratori, Morgan Ehlers, Charles Rogers, Christopher Rojas, and Leonardo Abruzzo. If you'd like to get a shout out too, just head over to our Patreon to support our parodies and original projects while getting awesome rewards in return, including early access to all our videos, producer credit, your name is an NPC in this very show, and more. Link is available below.
150 years have passed. 150 years ago, the great calamity of Uman, when Gundren shattered the God Throne, which was the pinnacle of magic, a connection between the gods and clerics and paladins, the source that actually would spread without the actual planet itself of Amun-Roth, was smited and shattered, and actually cracked the very lands of Uman into separate different islands, spreading out as if it's nature's way of your own timeout corner. But with the Heart of Magic open and the God Throne split in two, it actually seeped into the world and spread out uncontrollably and chaotically. So there are new races that actually come into play. But this world is developed in a lot of strange and different ways. As for one, after Gundren was defeated by lone warriors back in Campaign 1 that you can see over there on our playlist, Matriarch actually took over the world, is now known as the Metrochian Empire. And magic is heavily policed now. It is very much monitored. People who want to actually create new items or things, they usually would become gallery men with different types of crafting, whether you're kind of more into enchantment crafting or stone crafting, wood crafting, all these different things. Galleryman is actually a large kind of title to a lot of things in general. But with that in mind, the entire world is basically run by one large organization called the Patreon. The Patreon are usually it's made out of people from all the different countries that are out there, which, we still have Matriarch, the New Beria, Sislami, and Eldritch. But now they've got a little bit of space between each other. And still with the High Priestess kind of at the High Priestess in her pretty much the highest tier of, not exactly royalty, but definitely of diplomatic hierarchy. While there is one place that is not ruled or really touched by the Empire, and that is down below in these new places called the Cavern Cities, and they spread wide and deep underground. Kind of dangerous new territory, except towards the dwarves and the dark elves, because they're the ones who know it the best, and all of that is ruled by a figure known as the Underlord. But right now, we zoom in onto Matriarch as we just quickly zoom me right in through the clouds. Get out of the way, birds, you're out of the way. As we zoom in onto a little prison holding cell. As we see this one ward keeper, which ward keepers are pretty much the magical military police. One of them approaches your guys' cell, and there's the four of you. All right, let's see. Kenku. It's not showing up. Let me try that again. It's a great first session, you guys. Kenku. Very funny. We have seen you.
Very funny.
We have seen you trying to steal some bread, some of the food of a local noble. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Murder!
All right. So, with that, on the morrow of the trial, we will have the captain of the ward keepers come in and judge you based off your crimes. and your fee of 25 gold has been taken out of your personal funds, and you'll be judged on the morrow. You freaky little bird creature. Thank you so much. Let's see. Elia Greyheather, you have been mouthing off to also a local noble. Harassment is not a good policy to have within matriarch borders. What do you say in your defense?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry, you totally cut out.
All right.
What do you say in your
You
defense?
will be judged on...
I'm already in love with the bird.
You will be judged on the morrow, tomorrow, by the head captain. For your crimes of harassment against the local nobles, and a fee of 25 gold pieces have been taken out of your personal funds.
Okay, cool. I don't really have shit to say. I mean, like, I'm not sorry if that's what you're looking for.
The guard gives you kind of like a meaningful glare. As, why don't you do the first roll of this show? Give me an insight check.
Oh boy. Okay, insight.
With your wisdom.
Oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. Let's see. We need a 20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus your wisdom.
Plus my wisdom, and if I'm proficient in
Are
it,
you proficient in insight?
I am proficient in insight. Yes. Okay, let's see. So 12 plus 6 plus proficiency, right?
It might already... What is your wisdom modifier? It's +3?
Wisdom modifier is +4.
+4. Okay, so it's already adding it. It's +6.
So it's +6, yeah. So 18 total.
18, okay. Yeah, you can tell that he's a little racist. He doesn't like the fact that you are a half-elf, but it looks like you're kind of more like a, from the dark elf kind of, like a dark elf history. And you can tell he's totally racially profiling you. And, yeah, he doesn't approve of you being there at all. Alright, and, let's see. So he ignores you and looks over to this young man. He goes, "Really, Axon? Again you are here in the jail cell. This is your 6th time this month. You keep forgetting to send in your paperwork."
Yeah. I mean, I'm busy doing stuff, man. Like, what do you want? Like, it just slips my mind. I promise it's not intentional.
Yeah, I know. But with that in mind, you're gonna have to spend the night here. I already took out the fine of 50 gold out of your funds.
Oh,
You know how it is, Axon. You know how this is. But you'll be out by tomorrow morning. It's all gonna be fine.
oof. Don't know how I'm going to tell my dad this.
I think he's used to it at this point.
Mm.
Don't take my no offense, Mr. Stone. Let's see. And you, ma'am. We haven't seen a lot of records of, actually any records of your citizenship anywhere. Bobby Burnquist? You know what? That's fine. I would be very eager, usually, to bring up a case to the captain of the ward keepers, but you look tired. You might need some medical attention. Maybe you need a month in the jail cell instead. Yeah, Yeah, I think you need a month or maybe even... You just look potentially injured.
You say what you want, Junior. My get out jail free card will be here any moment now.
You're just nuts. You're actually just crazy.
Maybe, Junior. Maybe.
Well,
I've seen crazier things happen.
in any case, this is a day of celebration of Maine, of peace and love under the goddess, and so forth. So, nothing too harsh to any of you, and if you're all agreeable, there won't have to be any unpleasantness. Hell, maybe at the end of the night I can get some of you some ale. Except you, Exit. I'll get you a bottle. You tell me what your dad's working on next.
I can't do that.
Oh, come on. Just a little something, eh?
I can't do that again. Can't do it.
Again? Who's gonna tell? I'm not gonna tell. Come on. I'm really curious about it.
No. I got to put my foot down on this. I can't say anything this time.
All right. All right, you got me there. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll just be, I'll be going ahead checking in on some of the other prisoners. I'll be back in a bit. And you kind of like see the warden walking away, which, description time, I haven't done this yet. Within this holding cell, it looks to be like simple metal bars. But especially you, Bobby, you've been trying this a couple of times. You try to like actually do like some magical interference with the bars, maybe trying to melt it out of your way. But there are little carved runes on each of the bars themselves. It seems to be something to actually deteriorate or actually block up any like magical interference with the actual metal working itself. Beyond that, there's the large desk that usually someone would actually be like sitting in, and the front door is actually right there. It is teasingly close, but this isn't really like a big old prison cell. This is more like it's a holding cell. It's a place where you go if you kind of got in trouble, or if you're actually in bigger trouble, then more ward keepers will come and put you into a bigger jail cell.
It's basically a drunk tank for magic users. Is what it is.
Yeah, that's basically it. While like the ward keeper like themselves, like the ward keepers, like they are always adorned in heavy plate mail armor, which is always kind of like a tinge of white. And of course, you casters know about the swords, which actually cut through most enchantments or spells. That of kind of like a minor to almost like medium demeanor, like anything that would be like specifically level 2 or lower, they can just kind of cut right through that with their swords. And I don't know, do you guys want to describe yourselves at all, or? Yes,
I'll go first then. Sorry, I've been looking for my place to say things because I'm like my character can't say things unless someone else has said it.
Introduce yourself, beautiful Valentine.
All right then, my character, as of right now, as far as you know, has no name. He's a very short, black kenku with slight bits of white, like tufts, on like his tail feathers, actually. And he has completely white eyes, but as you can see, he's got like a pair of goggles and a little top hat, and the most adorable, thank you, Ivan, for drawing it, little white cloak.
he was interesting. We went through quite a few iterations to design that one.
Like
I'm
Donald, I believe you did a Donald Duck-esque looking one, which I fell in love with, and I was like, no.
It was really cool. It was more Scrooge McDuck, but we had a little bit of vagabond thing going. But exactly. I like this. I like the little tiny.
Same. Mm-hmm. And he is just looking around the cell, kind of like kicking his like little feet around, processing all the words that he has heard thus far. Whoa, who's the little cat? Is that a Monster Hunter cat? The little cat thing on the...
Maybe we'll find out later.
Oh. But yes, that is my character. He is, as far as you know, has no name.
Excellent. Cool. All right, well then,
In fact, basically, you can call him whatever you want.
Oh, I've already named him. You'll
Oh,
hear
no.
soon.
Oh, no.
And then we actually have we got 2 new players as well to our table. While we of course miss our other people as well, because we love them all, but we love these new people as well. I hope you guys will too. Stina, why don't you go? Why don't you start?
Oh man, just like okay. So Elia,
I'm freaking out, but go ahead.
oh yeah, no, it's cool. So Elia is kind of just chilling out, sulking like a teenager, but she's just chilling and kind of generally being moody.
Excellent. You're also
Yep.
Mew Venus as well, and you've done some voice acting stuff.
Yeah, that's me.
That's her. There she is, you guys. All right, cool. Cody Rock, it's your turn.
The day is mine. I'm Axon. My character's just hanging out. He's in a sort of transitional phase, right? He just graduated from the equivalent of Wizard College, and now he's like fresh off the stage, got his diploma, and now he's just kind of wandering right now. He's just kind of trying to find his autonomy, trying to find his whole way. But he has a very bad habit of just tinkering with stuff, and that often gets him into more trouble than he probably bargains for. So he's just kind of hanging out, just kind of looking around, seeing the little Kenku looking around like, what is that?
Kenku looks him dead in the goddamn eye.
All right.
But he can't quite look you dead in the eye with a straight face, so he has to like turn his head and be like,
And I go, I've never seen that before. Pretty
and
cool.
he puts his little like fingers up. Peace.
You're all right. You're all right. Fresh out of the frat house. Let's go.
Axon.
Yeah. That's me.
Points at the lady. Not Bobby. Elia. He's
Elia
like doing. He's
looks
like
over and just like gives a little shudder.
It's like you hear what is basically the guard's voice coming out of his mouth, and then he points and then he points to Bobby Burnquist.
Tarzan? Oh, I see.
Peace.
I don't think I needs an introduction unless you want to.
I'm Ivan Leroy. You know who I am, and you probably already know my character. She's been here before.
Yeah, cheating.
But she's a little bit different now, as you can see. She's roughly about maybe in her late 180s. Doesn't look like a day over 55, though. That's all you need to know for the moment.
Woo! Well, you guys are completely alone, except sometimes you hear like occasional noise down the hallway to your left. Is you just hear just like, let me out of here. He's like, no, Timothy, you've been here 12 times this week. This is really
Tim, is that you?
Ah!
Hey, what's up, you drunk asshole? Sup, Tim?
just having this. You guys are.
I thought he was dead. That's good to hear. It's always good to hear from Tim.
I would like to. Is there anything like in the room besides us people? Like, is there like beds or like any kind of lavatory?
It's like you guys, which it's kind of a strange design, but it's almost like you guys are like the best way to put it is like you guys are almost like in the lobby of this holding cell. Like you guys are in the very first cell that people could be escorted in right from the front door, and the front door's in front of them. Which, by the way, like you guys are hearing like a little bit of noise outside. You hear the festival going on with music, kind of like chittering with a bunch of different like flutes and like little horns. hear people laughing jovially, and a bunch of tankards clanking together. Sometimes you just hear "Step right up, the pie eating contest is ready," or you hear some people just be like, "Hey, come on, man, you put down 5 gold, that's mine," and you hear some friendly tussles outside. Hearing a lot of exciting activity and all that stuff. Other than that, no, you don't really see much within the room, and you're very tiny. Go ahead, give me a perception check, though.
Oh, yeah. No,
Everyone?
no, my dice.
Him specifically, because he's looking around.
Him specific? Okay.
I'm the one looking around now. Do I get anything on perception as my thing? I don't believe I do. I got a 7 plus 2. I got a 9.
9. Okay, so
I got a 9.
Kind of like desk, door, bars. Excellent. That's it. You really don't see much except for these strange little cellmates you got.
You are strange.
Anybody else doing anything? Looking for something?
I want to check out these fucking bars.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna try and touch them and all that?
Well, I just want to inspect them because I feel like, I don't know, living here, I would know
Give
that
me an investigation check. But one thing
You live in jail?
I live in jail. No, I mean living in Matriarch. I would just kind of I feel like I would just know magic's all fucky here.
Yeah,
So I'm giving you what? Sorry?
Investigation check. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, by the way, for the sake of me, please, indicate when you're doing in-game speaking and out-of-game speaking.
Yes.
Because
sir.
this one's learning his language as we speak.
Yeah.
As we speak. Fuck.
Like that play on words? It's like I'm a writer.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Aha! Jesus Christ. Okay. This is investigation.
Yes, this investigation check.
Okay. We're looking at +3. 11.
11? Okay. So
Yeah.
you've seen these bars before, but you have no idea how they work. You are looking at them in all strange sorts of ways. Just trying to like at one point you're even trying to see if it's a little bit of a weaker metal because it was carved in, because the bars seem so thin, but they are very, very rigid. And you don't understand the runes, you don't understand the makings of this. All you do know is that this is...
Yeah, so I saw runes, right?
Runes, yes. And you're like, I don't get it.
Okay, cool. So I'm like, hey, old lady, noodle boy, get over here.
Dare you to lick it.
Noodle boy?
String bean. You're more like a string bean.
Ellie's like, yes, they understood what I meant.
Whatever. I didn't fucking stutter. I need to know, do you guys know anything about these symbols here?
I could check them out.
Sure. Whoever wants to check out the bars, make an investigation check.
I mean, I could tell you, but then how would you learn?
This is awful.
This is definitely...
Could I also check them?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I will also try.
Everybody can do an investigation check, whoever wants to, or whoever wants to... Bobby, give me a lazy roll.
Will do.
What roll are we doing here, Freddy?
Everyone else do an investigation.
Would that be dexterity modifier for laziness?
Ah,
Or
damn,
charisma?
that's a good question. Nah, I think it'd be Constitution, because it's kind of like...
That's correct. You're right.
I got a 20.
20?
Not nat 20.
But dirty
but a
20. Dirty 20. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, what?
Got a 19.
19? And then, Stina, you already did yours. And then, what's your lazy
12,
roll?
12 for laziness.
12 for laziness. Fantastic. You are feeling actually more relaxed than ever. Like, you know, the
Perfect.
benches are pretty hard because they're made out of wood, and you see like the chain links onto the side, but you're kind of like, you know what? I figured it out. I put my legs on top of the chains, and it doesn't feel like it's cutting in my legs at all. This is fine. So, Axon and Birdman, you both are just looking at these bars.
Mad at.
Yeah, so you both can tell that these runes are meant for warding. These runes are meant to just stop dead in their tracks any type of magic that tries to go through it, that tries to manipulate the metal. You do have a feeling, though, if there is an overcharge of magic, like if there's so much magic actually channeled into these bars that they could break, could explode, could melt, maybe. But the thing is, you both also know you need enough magic that could possibly charge, like, that could charge a city full with it. So these are pretty hefty bars.
Yeah, we're not getting through those. We're not forcing our way through anyway. What do you think?
What does that
Birdman?
mean?
That means they would
Not getting through those.
This is the best.
I love this little bird.
Totally.
We're not gonna force our way through, is what I'm saying.
Potentially. Not getting through those. Potentially.
Potentially.
I see so much thought behind his eyes. Okay.
No, yeah, I'm glad someone sees it. I'm like fucking.
How do I? That's gonna be cool.
What are you talking about, little bird man?
By the way, as you guys are talking, you guys hear a little bit more of a rabble of noise. It seems like something like caught somebody's attention, and you hear like people like, "Woo, fireworks!" And then all of a sudden you hear the guard going like, "What are they doing? They're next to the incendiary barrels! Get them out of!" You hear explosions as the whole holding cell kind of like shakes around. You just, you can actually like almost like feel the heat and fire. And then as you're all thinking like, how are we gonna get out of this situation? The front door just bursts open with an explosion, and just, I need everybody to make a dex save, as these are bars. They're not gonna protect you from flying wood and shrapnel. As they're just
Potentially.
as it's coming through. So what you guys get?
Check.
Give me a dex save.
Yeah.
17.
12.
Okay.
Is that just a D20 plus
D20
your dexterity modifier?
Yes.
Say your dex save.
Yeah. So if you're proficient in dex saves, it'll add proficiency. If you're not, then it's just with your dex modifier.
Wait, where do I find saves? Oh, here we are. Okay, saving
Like
throws.
top left corner-ish.
Yeah.
This is actually just I'm playing as Bobby in real life too. Like,
I got a dirty 20.
nice. Dirty 20, 12, 17. Kenku, what'd you get?
I got. The 9 has the dot on the bottom, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Yes. In which case, I got a
Yes.
12.
Okay. So you guys all see.
Wait, no. My bad. I was looking at Con for a minute. I got a 10. I got a 11.
Damn. So you've all succeeded except for the Kenku, because he was so
Aw.
excited about the breaking these bars, and at one point he goes like, "Murder!" As you take 4 points of piercing damage from like you guys actually like,
No!
you
Now, you remember that bit in Detective Pikachu and that tiny rock hit him in the balls and it like knocked him out for like the rest of the movie?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Actually, it's more like you get up from the shrapnel like after all explode, like you're kind of disorientated, and you turn with the, "Hey guys, look, I'm fine," and you see like an actual like this plank of wood sticking out of his chest,
Oh,
just
jeez.
stabbed into him.
Oh, man.
Yep, you can
Little
actually
bird
lift
friend.
the plank and him up at the same time, going, "I got you, bud."
unpleasantness. Potentially. Fine. Used to
Yeah,
it.
so you took 4 points of piercing damage there, Kenku. As
He's like really hurt, and he's like just doing the guard's voice.
yeah, as you see the actual like the bar gate itself. One of the a lot of the shrapnel like it actually hit against the lock of it, and it seemed to actually break a bit, just which is
Wow, how convenient.
well, narrative go.
I approach the door, the cell door, and kind of nudge it open. If it's
It does give me a strength check actually, because like you're kind of like
You're kind of a little moonbeam.
it broke
Yeah.
because like the rock.
I don't even have the strength to open those.
You're like, dude, it broke because like this like big rock or something. Just but yeah.
yeah.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Those bars are thicker than your arms.
What'd you
Fireworks.
get, Noodle Boy?
I got a 10.
A 10. Jeez. I swear to God, this just opened. Does anybody else want to do it?
Come on,
Can
dog.
Wait.
we combine our strength?
Go.
Yeah, Lee.
No, he goes. Kenku goes to try and inspire him. Axon. Woo! And you hear like the sound of
If
the other
Ax-
people
you,
who-
you heard the little birdie accent.
If
Woo!
Axon does it again, the DC's gonna go up. So unless like all of you want to pile on now, because you're hearing a lot of noise and you're hearing the guard like, don't move! I'm gonna come get you. So you guys are running out of
We've gotta
time.
go.
Yeah.
We've gotta do it.
I
gotta
mean,
go.
I'll have to go.
I'm definitely going. Let's do it. Okay. This is gonna be sad.
So what do you do? What do you guys do?
Y'all are just in a hurry to get killed, aren't you?
Axon turns to Bobby.
Also,
Help us out!
But fortunately, I rolled a 2 - 1, so it does nothing.
You did a what?
Just shit.
That's it.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
two.
the Kenku.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because Axon's like constantly trying to push in the door, showing just like he's like, I can't let up. I just gotta push. It gives you advantage. It gives you advantage, Elia.
Oh, does
Yes,
it? Okay.
it sure
I'm at
does.
one now.
Oh my god. Hold up. Okay. Cool. So that's a 11.
11. Okay, see, that's why like when I heard you say 10, I was like, so with both of you like actually laboring in breaths, panting, you finally push it open.
Wow.
And you guys at the moment are free. Which by the way, you also remember you're like, we're free. Where's our stuff?
Elliot just raises her tiny fist in victory.
Axon turns to Kenku and go, thanks, little bird man.
I immediately, like I said, they're all cheering. I immediately walk out the door and I start looking for my stuff. I know it's at the desk.
Okay.
Bird thing. Bird. Why am I calling him Bird thing? Kenku follows Bobby.
Okay, so right behind the
Okay,
desk,
yeah.
you see like Bobby just like casually with just this language
With a strut.
with a strut. That's right, with a strut.
Strut and swagger.
Strut and
I've
swagger.
been here, done this.
The Kenku
Not my
follows
first
very.
prison
The
break,
Kenku
y'all.
follows very closely behind with more of a wobble
I
than
pick up
anything.
little Murdoch in my hand. Come here,
Woo!
bird.
Murdoch.
I just-
Okay, so just so you know,
his
the
name's Murdoch.
Kenku is bigger than a normal house cat. So it's almost like you're like, come here, toddler. Woo!
Yeah, put him on the desk. I put him. I just pick him up. I put him on the
Okay,
desk.
so
I'm gonna get so much mileage just out of the wood.
yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so you see
I'm not gonna get
unpleasantness.
tired of this at
So
all.
you see the bag of holding underneath the actual like desk, like where like they put all the stuff there, and they usually don't.
So
They might put that in a safe once in a while, but this is just a simple little holding drunk cell, and you're behind safe bars normally, so you see
yep.
that.
So I stick my hand in the bag of holding here.
Okay, so you guys see Bobby like lifting a bag and going, I'm gonna get my shit.
Yep. I start grabbing that. I grab my my hat, my cowboy hat. Put that on. Big Indiana Jones moment there.
Yep.
I pull out pull out my my explorer pack. It's got all some personal belongings,
That's right.
and then I pull out Son of Spicy Boy, and just clink right on my hand.
You actually like a big old like metal gauntlet actually fit into her hand, and she's
like yes, it looks very sleek. It's thinner than a shoulder pad, like a shin guard that you would wear in soccer. And the material, it doesn't look like any material that belongs in this mortal plane at all.
Yep. So by the way, at this point,
it's practically skin feel.
You hear, "Hey, they escaped! Get them!" And like you're hearing foot, you're hearing movements. I'm hearing feet. What am I talking about? You guys are hearing movement.
And then I'm still looking at Murdoch. I'm like, what do you need, little guy?
Boom! The wall behind you that was out like where your cell was, it also like it crumbles and a bunch of like actual stone falls apart, and there's a hole out the back of that cell.
I kind of sling the pack on my
Murdoch
back.
points at the hole.
The bag of holding.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, little bird boy. So there's someone that would really like to meet you. You want to come with me?
Bird boy.
That's it.
Bird boy. Murdoch.
Murdoch. That's right.
Murdoch.
Woo!
Agreeable.
Aren't you a quick learner?
God damn it.
It's like, I give him a little high
Roll
five.
for
I kinda go on my
initiative.
knees, like,
You guys took way too long.
Oh no.
You all
well,
Murdoch
he
didn't
said there's
say.
gonna be murder. He's correct.
out of the hallway, you see like that one wardkeeper guard and the second one behind him, which looks like an apprentice. Like he looks like a squire. He's very small, wearing heavy armor that's way too big for him. And he's like, "All right, son, you wanted to try out combat? Let's capture us some prisoners."
Murdoch.
And I just kind of look at him like, put that down, kid. My God, my God! Before you fall over.
20 to 50. He actually he's holding like a long sword. He's like, you see him like come on, boy! Just smacks him on the back and falls over.
May Murdoch. I'm calling him Murdoch now because someone decided to give him a proper naming game. So that will be his name. It's Murdoch. Can I cast a spell?
I actually thought of that as well. In 1 second, let's go through the initiative round since you guys
Okay.
love combat so much, and I tried to avoid it. 20 to 15.
Right.
Oh, 20, I got a 23.
Wow. All right.
I rolled very good. That wasn't a 20, but it got rolled very well.
So
for the first initiative.
23 for Bobby.
Good luck.
All right. So 20 to 15. Anybody else? So Cody and Cena, you guys are rolling a d20 and adding your dex mod. That is your initiative roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then 15 to 10.
Yeah, got that.
I'm 10.
You're 10
13.
and you're 13. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Murdoch.
13, baby.
13. Ooh, okay.
What was that order again?
So, right now it's going to be, so it's Bobby at 23, Guard Dad at 20, Guard Son at 16, and then, what's your dexterity mod, Cody and Val? What's your dexterity mod?
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Plus two.
You're both +2?
Yeah.
Plus two, boy.
Yes, all right. Spellcasters, you get to share a turn. So Murdoch and Axon, you both get to share a turn, which, and then we've got, you're last, Stina, you are last, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's watch and learn some.
Yep. So Guard Dad looks at, actually, no, sorry, it's Bobby first. So Bobby, you're first. You see Guard Dad with his son right behind him, kind of like trying to get himself up, and he's just like, use the sword, boy. But like he's looking at you. What do you do?
Me? Let's see here. I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
You're doing this. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna put my hands. I'm just gonna put my hands up. Just. I ain't fighting.
Murdoch also puts his hands
I ain't
up.
starting shit. Whatever you do, don't touch me.
Okay. This is definitely not what I expected. So Gardad, he points sword at all of you, and he's like, "Lay down your arms. I'll escort you to another cell."
Murdoch puts his arms down.
Haha. I can escort all of you to a new cell. No one's gonna get in that much trouble if you move in quietly. Axon, come over here. You're not with these rebel.
What?
Lord, come here. You're not with those. Come on, you're not with those actual prisoners.
Oh,
They've all died.
special treatment.
Murdoch looks at Axon. Axon. Woo!
Axon, woo!
I feel inspired.
I said, I'm just going to sit behind the desk and wait for this blow
So-
over. Those cells are exploding, sir. I'd be a little bit safer where it's a little more padded.
You do see him like a little bit with a lot of confliction in his head's going on right now, but he's taking his action to tell all of you to stand down, to stop fighting, or to run.
Thank gosh, I'd love to sit back down.
Or to run.
I use my turn. So Axon,
All right.
what are you doing,
Yeah.
Axon?
No. It's the sun's turn, which he doesn't.
Oh, it's the sun's
Yeah.
turn.
Which he takes out a short sword, which it's even still a little heavy for him, but he can still wield it around, and he's just like, "That's right, you're gonna go to jail, 'cause you're a bad man."
How old are you?
Why are you talking like that, son? You're 15. I've never truly grown up. I can see that, son.
Kids today.
I know,
Okay,
right?
But Axon and Murdoch, it's both your guys' turn. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, I was gonna go
Well,
first.
you guys talk about it. You both can talk like you can.
I am scribing the hell out of this game, man. I've written down pretty much everything anyone said at this point.
All right, but look, you both can you can decide which one of you want to go first. It's between you two. You have literally the same initiative in Dex mod.
Cody, baby, may I go first?
Yes, since you asked nicely.
Yes, thank you.
Cody, baby.
Okay then.
Woo!
All right, Murdoch, what do you
let's
do?
do this. All right then. I would like to cast sleep.
Okay.
I saw this.
All right.
shit.
So what is that? 5d8. Go ahead and roll.
Okay then. As you see Murdoch glow with power, 5d8. You said. Oh,
I believe it's 5d8. I'm pretty certain it is.
you know what? I've got the spells right here and everything. This is why D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond is fantastic. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic time. Whoa.
I hope D&D Beyond want to sponsor the show or something.
Yeah, they would love to.
Okay, let me see. It is cast. It is one action, 90 feet, VSM, 5d8. You're completely right, Freddie.
Yay!
5d8, yes,
I
it is.
watched the show.
Oh, dang it. No, I dropped the dice.
5d8.
Okay. Let me just get the calculator up because I always add this stuff up. Let me see. That was. And one more. I did 20.
20. Okay. So you see him saying it's like,
As he glows with energy, and he just goes, matter.
well, you see the little kid just droopy eyes going, and just down for the count. The kid is down. He's like,
Matter!
"You cast magic on my boy."
Matter!
Oh, that's it. I'm gonna murder you.
Mother of fuck.
All right,
He just tucked your little boy in so he wouldn't get himself hurt.
Axon, what do you do?
Jesus.
I cast color spray.
What's the DC? What do I have to roll?
What's the DC?
Or let's see, because 8, 9, 11, 13. I gotta be a 13, I believe. Because your intelligence is a 16, ain't there, right?
It's correct.
Thanks, boy.
All right.
12. He fails. What happens?
Let me just
Actually, you know
make
what?
sure I say it correctly.
Because some of the other prisoners are in the way too. Yep.
Hang on.
Yep. And yep.
Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by this spell is blinded until the end of my next turn.
Well,
What?
yeah, so you see, my eyes, my wardkeeper guard eyes. You see him like gripping his eyes, and he can't see anything. And you see a bunch of the prisoners go like, our eyes, our prisoner eyes. Nope,
And then I get
like nobody can see except you. Like, you know, you see his hands like burst forward, and this whole like plume of rainbow like looks like perfume comes out of the fingertips, like going. Just spraying everybody like with a bunch of rainbow like magic from reading Rainbow, just blotching his
I was
eyes.
panicked. And this is his face as he's doing it.
He's like, "Gah!"
Like half panic, half determined. Nah, I gotta show off
Yeah.
these ladies.
Elliot,
Murdoch lets out a little chuckle that sounds
like,
just.
goddamn, string bean. All you had was a misdemeanor.
which
Murdoch lets out a little chuckle that sounds just like Bogger.
which by the way, am I saying you're right, Elia? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Elia, what are you gonna do?
Oh man, so everyone's either blind or asleep at this point, correct?
And you are still kind of hearing
Sick.
some minor explosions, but it's kind of starting to die down a little bit.
I want to take my money and run. Just grab whatever I got
in your in that bag of holding.
Yeah.
I gotta see.
Because I'm sitting behind the desk now.
Listen,
Welcome to my office.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go try and charm the old lady.
Okay.
Murdoch is while
I'm just sitting there with the bag, like, here's what we're gonna do, kids. We're gonna relax. We're gonna sit down and not make things worse on ourselves. These Matrokians, man, they mean business.
So you
They love to assert authority. Let's not give them a reason to.
Well, they're not gonna assert much. I just blinded a bunch of them.
Well,
I'm
they'll
just
be
saying,
back
like-
soon. Woo,
We're-
you got little paste hands. Cute. Not gonna last long.
Here's my
Mur-
whole deal. My whole deal is we're gonna be in a whole shitload of trouble here in about a minute, regardless of what happens.
Mhm.
So we might as well just split while we can.
I'm not. I didn't do nothing.
All right. Well, then kindly give me my shit so I can get out of here.
How much you gonna pay for it?
Bobby, you get an inkling that even though you haven't done anything, the fact that you're kind of out of your cell, that you've waited around, you may get a little bit of leniency because of potentially good behavior, but also like this is going to be like a long, very messy situation where like you have to like go to court, there's going to be a long investigation, and it's going to take you a lot longer to get back to normal business, potentially, and you might even go to prison for possibly longer just because of this whole situation.
While people
that
are
sounds
arguing
boring.
and contemplating what they're doing, Murdoch has his hands in the sack just going, murder,
Which I will say,
murder.
like, I mean, initiative's still kind of going because the guy's only blind for so long, so I'm
Oh, the murder.
I'm giving
Murdoch
you real
points at the
time.
gun
I'm giving you
going,
guys
"Murder."
actually a full minute.
I toss ears the bag. Here you go.
I'm giving you guys a minute right now.
I know. I just tossed you the bag.
Okay, and then I run as far as I can. How far away is that hole in the
You
wall,
just
man?
take the whole bag with you.
Yo,
Yep.
my stuff's in there too.
Well, I guess you gotta
Murder!
follow me then.
Well,
I
okay.
guess you gotta follow her.
Yep. So
I wink at Axon. You're welcome.
so I would assume you guys start like dashing out of the hole. Which you guys make an acrobatics check as you guys are jumping.
Yep.
All of you.
Oh,
Okay.
Acrobat. Oh boy.
Acrobatics.
Oh boy, acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
All right, I got 14 total.
14. Okay.
I got a 9.
16.
16. All right. 9 for the wizard.
Where is it?
Murdoch.
Where is it? I'm trying to find my stuff. I'm still trying to
It's
like get myself.
It's Dex. It's a dex.
Okay.
Your tasty dex.
I was gonna say if it was acrobatics, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do have advantage in acrobatics.
You have advantage? Oh, is it because of the Kenku stuff?
I have bonus. Yes.
Wait, a bonus. So does that mean proficiency in it, or?
I'm proficient.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, what'd you get?
Yeah. Okay, so I have +4 dex acrobatics.
Yeah. So what's total? What'd you get?
I got 14.
14. Okay. So in short order, you see, because like when you guys are jumping out, you see a cart with a horse, and the horse is already looking nervous, and it's like an open, or yeah, it's an open cart with a bunch of hay in it, and it looks like some of the hay is kind of on fire. So you're trying to like, like you don't want to like fall midway onto the cart edges. You don't want to fall into that cobble road because it's gonna break some kneecaps. So you kind of try to aim yourself for in the midst of this cart. So you see Elia, Bobby, and Murdoch all just like fluently just almost like a swan dive out of the hole and into the cart. You see Axon.
Make that a crow dive.
Yeah.
I do not appreciate.
Crow dive! As you see.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a crow dive.
As you see Axon,
Don't flatter
like
yourself.
he leaps for the cart, and the cart, because of another explosion, goes boom! The horse goes, fuck! And just starts galloping away. And actually like, no. As you grip onto the edge of the cart, and you're like, ow, as like you're hanging on the edge. And
style, like
yeah, exactly. And like your shoes actually start, because they're kind of like slippers. You start like sliding like onto like the or sandals. You start sliding to the ground. Like, yeah. So you guys are making your escape.
Murdoch tries to pull Axon up as he like looks down on him like from there and goes, Axon.
Give me a strength check with disadvantage, because your size is technically small. Because you wanted
I got
this.
a 3. Yeah, I got a 3.
Okay, so Axon, you see the Murdoch kind of like reach for like with a bird going Murdoch, and you're thinking like, don't kill me, and you like kind of like grab onto the wing, whoop, and Murdoch falls up behind you, and is now on top.
Now he's trailing behind
He's trailing behind you.
The only noise I can do to express my like feelings right now is unpleasantness.
Yeah, as you are now sliding behind Axon, while meanwhile, don't forget, part of the cart is on fire, and the hay is going up in flames. So Bobby and Ellie, what are you guys doing as you see like the fire starting like actually like catch on the hay like crazy? What do you do?
I mean, I just go, y'all didn't want to stay in the nice, cozy jail cell. I'm going to climb up to it. The horse is pulling the cart right now, right?
Yes. And, well, it's
go
one
calm
horse.
Down the horse.
What?
I'm going up to calm down the horse.
All right, give me an animal handling check as, like, you grab onto the reins. You're just kind of like, calm the fuck down, horse!
Oh, okay. 1 sec. And that's a dirty 20.
Okay. So you see, like, the horse, let me see. I hate doing something like this, but actually disadvantage, it's because there's fire around the horse and the cart. It is constantly kind of freaking out, so one more time.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, so just one more time.
16.
Now, so even with the flames crackling along the side of the cart, the horse knowing, oh my god, abandoned ship, why can't I not outrun this fire? You're like, it's just fire, it's okay. Or,
I am the fire, baby.
Horse going like, well, that makes sense, I'm a horse. He starts kind of slowing down to a trot. But yeah, there's still fire around the cart. What are you doing, Elia?
There's still fire around
There's
the cart.
still fire
We're
on the
moving at a
cart.
trot now.
Yeah, like the horse and cart is slowing down, but your cart of hay that apparently you're taking with you on this trip is on fire.
Awesome. I'm wearing a cape type thing. I'm going to use that as a fire blanket.
Okay, give me a dexterity check with disadvantage, because the fire's getting a little big, but if you're quick enough,
Sure.
maybe you can put this out.
Dexterity check.
Yeah, dexterity with
Okay.
disadvantage.
Dexterity with disadvantage.
First session, it's called disadvantage.
Okay, well, there's literally nothing I can do because it's a 1.
Okay, so you actually rip off that cape, sorry, Ivan, as you're kind of like patting out, you're going like, no, bad fire, bad! The cape goes, it's like, no! Your cape is now also on fire. as it's just kind of
No!
adding to the pile. Axe and Murdoch.
I gotta jump, dude.
I mean,
Goddamn kids.
so real fast, Axon and Murdoch, you guys are just hanging onto this cart. And by the way, like, you kind of turn around for a second and you see like a bunch of guards, and they're kind of on horses now, but they're kind of further away, but they're starting to gain speed because you guys lost some speed, and they're just like halt, prisoners, and like they see you like actually like kind of like making an escape. What do you do? There's fire in the cart, by the way. It's getting close to your hands there, bud.
Potentially jail again.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen. Oh boy.
I'm just riding this horse. I'm just having a nice evening stroll on my horse, buddy.
Um,
With a fire
okay,
behind
wait.
me. This is very
Is
Bobby.
that helping?
Murdoch, can I cast Ray of Frost on the fire, and would that do anything?
You can try. You are hanging on for dear life on the back of
I
Axon.
thought we were at a trot now.
Well, yeah, it's slowing down, but you guys are like, It is. Quickly, all right. Axon, give me strength check, quick, to get yourself onto this thing, and no disadvantage because you guys did slow down.
Okay.
Axon, woo!
13.
13. You're just barely getting up, and you pull in Murdoch with you're such a small bird, and yet you're as heavy as a child, and you go, you roll down into the burning cart. Murdoch, you lift up a wing, and you start casting your ray of, what was it again? Ray of Frost?
Ray of Frost.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Unless, do I have that spell that I thought about putting on? But no, I didn't. I thought about putting on Control Fire, but I was like, when's that gonna be helpful?
It would have been actually very helpful. Go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Okay, then I can do
As the
that.
fire's gotten much, much worse.
I got a 14 plus.
Ooh, okay.
I always got to look at my notes instead.
Is
But
it Christmas?
14 plus 4, that is 18.
Okay, so you guys see like murder as like almost like you see like this frost actually like almost like coming out like behind the glasses and all that, as you know, you see this spray frost go whoosh, and the fire goes out completely. Good job on that. You guys are now in a half burned cart of hay, making, I guess, the load lighter on the horse as you guys are trotting along, and guards are currently behind you.
Ah, this is less than ideal, but you know, at least the fire's out. Good job, little dude.
Little bird thing. Agreeable.
Uh-huh. So what do you guys do?
I pat Murdoch on the head.
I put the
Quack.
hazard light. I put the hazard lights on the horse and pull over.
Alright, so you're gonna let the guards catch up to you then?
God, what?
That's what Bobby is doing.
Okay, well, Ellie is getting her shit out of the bag and jumping off the cart.
Yeah, hands up. Put in my sunglasses.
Okay. You start pulling over the cart, and before you do, you see like a bunch of firecrackers actually like roll out from an alleyway on your left, and they all pop, and it startles the horse again.
Sure it does. Sure.
It does. Time for a railroad as you're being pushed out of this alleyway. You guys are starting going at it like a gallop again. And you start to actually, let me check on the horses with the guards, see if they can catch up. I'm actually rolling really low today. So you kind of see them like all like starting to lose you in the one-man cart. You guys, your big old stand-up adventure going, hey, come back.
How far away are they from us?
They're like a good like 600 feet. Like you guys are actually losing sight of them as like your horses galloping kind of almost out of control again. Like right now, Bobby's the only thing from the horse actually like overturning the cart. As Bobby's just like, I just wanted to pull over, man.
Yeah, I'm just barely like just keeping it steady at least.
Yep. You guys are a little like a blazing smoke. Like it's, you know, the fire's gone, but there's a little bit like just smoke.
The smoke's trailing off.
Smoke's trailing off. That's right.
Okay.
Ooh.
And so immediately I'm like, shit. Like, so I was like, this, there's no turning back now. They're not gonna listen to me. So I'm gonna try to steer this course towards the coast. That's where I'm going. First direction towards the coast.
Okay. Let's see. So the direction you guys are going right now, like currently, like you are going like more north. And as you're starting to tail that way, you're trying to go. So the closest way to a coast would be further east. So you start actually directing your cart, and you are able to finally slow the damn horse down again. And right now, you guys are in the city of Tira, which this is your hometown. This is your hometown accent. So you kind of like you know the area pretty well. Which, as you kind of like see like Bobby trying to like stay calm and cool and kind of like directing this horse. You guys are just in a cart together, heading towards the sea.
Back. Anyone dead?
No.
Injured.
Okay.
Elia just holds up the like charred remains of her cape and is just like, I guess not.
Which you do with your
Murdoch looks to Elia and just kind of like points at the bag of Hollander's cat as a.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like Elia, like how much did you grab out of it? Like you easily grab, like your holy symbol, your supplies back. How much gold do you grab?
How much gold is in there?
When you say gold, you actually feel like your hand is full of gold. Like you feel like there's a good hefty weight to it.
Sick. I take as much as I can hold in one of my grubby little hands.
Okay, so you pull out about like 100 gold pieces, and you just like quickly just like store that away, going, "Yep, I got my share."
Yeah, but I yelled after the response to that. I just yelled, "Well, congratulations! You're gonna wish you were dead, because y'all are fugitives now."
Elliot just shrugs, like, "Man, nothing new. It's cool."
Axon looks to Elia. Can I please have my stuff back?
Murder!
I just kind of like toss the sack their way and lay down in the fucking ashes.
Yep. So the bag of holding is there on the ground or on the cart. It's in the midst of your guys. So you both just go for it. You grab your stuff. Both of you originally had 50 gold. So that's what you guys are grabbing, like all your things in the 50 gold.
All our gold.
Okay. So you also grab like a big old handful with just 100 gold.
Cool.
What about you, Axon? Are you doing the same thing?
Do either of us realize that like she's taken more gold than she should have?
Not really. It seems
Because
like
we all heard that we each had about 25 gold. Oh wait, no, that was the fine.
That was the fine, but also remember like this bag. Well, let's see. Like
it's cool actually. My guy had no gold to start with anyway.
Well, it seems like this bag is like something that the ward keepers would actually put in like the possessions of the other prisoners.
Oh, lit.
So you might be.
Yeah, so we weren't the only ones. There.
Yeah, so it's like you're probably grabbing somebody else's gold.
Poor Tim's gold. He was gonna
drink
finally
more.
spend that to get out of debt. Totally wasn't gonna use that for more drinking money.
You never know.
I take Tim's drinking money.
But Bobby, you got all your stuff back, and I think you only grabbed like 50 gold or something, right? Because that's.
Yeah, I just grabbed what I had.
Yeah.
I don't
So you grabbed like your money pouch. You got everything that you needed. You got all your stuff back. You still you feel the bag, and whoever's feeling it, like you still feel like there's more gold in there. It's like, wow, okay, cool. So you guys got some supplies.
Wow, all right.
But
I pull out 2 knives. Murder!
Put down the knives, dude.
So what are you guys doing? You guys are out of prison currently. You guys are kind of making your way towards, a place. You guys are just kind of like following this random older woman.
I said, I'm riding the horse. I go, so, any place you want to stop? I'm heading towards the coast. Let me know when you want off. There will be no detours, though.
Just be careful as you're going towards the coast. I know this accent kind of explains. I know this place pretty well. Just as long as you're quiet, no one will bother you, I guess.
Well, I'll be fine. Tell yourselves that.
Okay.
Shrugs.
My guy goes sounding like Elia for a moment. Do you guys know about the coast? I'm trying to do like an Ivan voice. Ivan, how does Bobby sound? She's like southern,
Southern.
isn't
She's
she?
southernish. She's not like Mars. Mars was very posh and
South.
yeah,
She sounds
when
like
he was
Applejack.
like
Yeah.
Bobby's a bit of a bumpkin, but it's very laced. Like Bobby's been alive for a very long time. That accent has kind of gone a little bit away, but there's still a bit of a twang to it.
Oh, why?
All right. So he goes, do you guys know anything about the coast? That's about I'll work on it. I'll workshop it. Because I can't very well say, do you guys know anything about the town right now? Wait, no, he did.
I just yell at the pen.
He
Do
did
you
say
know who
town, I think.
do you know who rules the seas?
Mada?
This is working out very well.
In a way, in a way.
Prisoners. Eyes. Done.
What?
Let's see.
I'm trying to word out Poseidon in any word I can.
Okay, Ellie, I'm like, you understand that, right? Because I don't think I do.
Prisoner's eyes done.
Yes,
No
yes, he
fucking clue.
blinded the
Answer your
prisoners,
question.
Murdoch. He did a good job getting himself in more trouble.
So at this point, it's been a good 10 minutes, and you're starting to get a little bit closer to the coast. You can see so for you guys are like cresting like over like a bunch of like loping hills. As you know, you so far like it's been kind of like the very similar scenery, but just like a lot of like large like wooden houses to your left and right, all mixed with kind of like different cobbled stone or river stone. And you see like some little shops, and people they're giving it your card a weird look because it looks like it's been half burnt, and that's kind of odd. And like a little crow person, the Kenku just like once in a while looking around, a little manic, but also kind of like back and forth.
Oh, actually, while we're here, the Kenku like clears a place or a bunch of the hay
Okay.
away from like the floor, I guess, or the place that was sitting of the cart, so you can see the wood. And he draws out a little picture. Okay, what would I have to roll for like to make a good picture? I have a quill and black
That's
ink.
not gonna work. So you start like actually dipping
On
the quill.
wood?
Yeah, and you try to do it on will, on wood. Sorry, your quill on wood, and it goes. Like you actually broke the little tip
Can
of
he
the
carve it
quill.
with his beak?
Quack.
You have prestidigitation, or do you have prestidigitation?
No, I do not have
I
prestidigitation.
can't say that word correct. It's a very tough word. Because I think you could actually create chalk with that. Then you could have been like all that kind of stuff. But
I did not pick prestidigitation.
oh well.
Even though that would be very useful for communication. But I can't change my spells until I level up.
Not anymore. It's a very nice.
That's the problem with being a sorcerer.
Okay. Let's see, but like so you guys are approaching the coast. You'll be there in about like 5 minutes, and you're seeing like some like large like merchant ships kind of like pulling away. Some that are coming in. It's very busy dock side, like all the way on the east, because they're going to be heading out towards like Eldridge or Sislami pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I am kind of making my way to those docks too.
Then
Being inconspicuous,
Mhm.
not showing any hurry, like I'm suspicious or nothing.
Oh yeah, Kenku or Murdoch looks at Axon. Axon? Axon,
yeah.
yes. And he says, and he mimics what the guard said earlier. What is your father working on, Axon?
I can't tell you. I don't. Well, I just can't tell you, man. It's kind of a trade secret, really. I can't really say.
Dad, what is?
What is a dad?
Shakes head. What is Dad?
What? Oh, like what does he do? Oh, he's a bit of an industrialist, I guess you could call him. Magical
Industrialist.
Sort of. It's hard to explain. I never really paid attention. I'll be real. All I know is that he makes
magic.
a lot of coin.
He points at all of them. Magic. And also points at Ella. Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, kind of.
You
Yo.
are magic.
Something
I guess that's
like that.
yeah. That's one way of putting it.
One way of putting it. You can see he's really like struggling with all the words he's saying. It's like he's not good at this, like picking up words.
Okay. At this point in time, you guys are starting to approach the docks, and you guys do see a pair of ward keepers down there that are kind of like checking in with a lot of the trade that's coming in and out.
I'm putting my scarf over my head, cowboy hat over the eyes.
Okay.
I want to just...
Murdoch trades the top hat for the cowboy hat.
Wait, what a second. What was that, Elia?
I want to discreetly cast Disguise Self.
Don't have access to that spell yet.
I don't?
No, as you remember, you have to go through the Celestial Spires to kind of get to that. Which there is one.
That's right.
There is one that's a day's journey from here.
Yes.
But there are
I do have a disguise kit though, so I'll just use that.
That takes an hour to do.
What? Okay, I'm just gonna keep my head down.
Only you hadn't burnt your cloak.
Only I hadn't burnt my cloak.
So the thing is, like, there's one that is a day's journey away. That's close to the edge of Tyria. There's also two more within Matriarch, but they're kind of like closer to the major points to Narset and to somewhere in northern Matriarch. And then there's also one in Eldritch, one in Saslami, and that's it. Those are the only places known to have an actual Celestial Spire for you to go in and possibly get that mark that you've been looking for. But you're kind of with these clowns at the moment, or maybe you are, maybe you're not. So you're keeping your head down. You put your scarf up.
Yep.
What are you guys doing? Like, are you gonna try and sneak in through this, or?
Murdoch tries his best to look like a baby bird.
So you're taking off your clothes and just starting to like nest?
No, he doesn't take off his clothes. He just kind of
he
just sits down and goes, wah.
All right.
I'm done. I pull up my Axon pulls up his cloak over his head.
Okay.
If only I didn't burn my cloak. Wait, no, that was Bobby say. If only you didn't burn your cloak. He looks at Elia.
Yeah.
He kind of like kicks him just a little though.
Quah! Wait, no, as you go to kick him, he pulls out a knife.
But yeah, so like Bobby, you're just riding. You almost kind of like turn around and you see everyone like huddling up or trying to like make themselves like unseeable, like when they're just leaning forward. Looks like you've got a group of ragtag people that are just kind of sticking
I'm
with
just
you.
looking at them like, okay, they get that much, and they know that deal.
Mm-hmm. As you approach, you see a red-haired figure with he's got like freckles on the face, and he's kind of like, all right, next, let's see your papers, and you know, it was like with the merchant ahead of you. Luckily, you do actually have a traveling permit with you, but it's not with your name on it though. It's with somebody else's name, and it was from Nuberia. And the name it is it's funny enough, Matthew Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Yep.
All right, I got it.
Yep. So try maybe like tucking your hair real fast, try to make it more like as manly as possible. What's up?
Question.
Yeah, what's up?
Since this is my hometown, do I know this do I know this? Does Axon know this person? You can get through this.
Give me a history check. With advantage. This is your hometown. This is your home.
Right.
Hey, baby, this is your hometown. You know, you just got.
Yeah, but you're telling me I'm back. I'm not hiding my hair or nothing. I can't hide.
Yeah,
these,
no, you're kind of right with that.
No, don't worry. I got it. Figure it out.
Strong pectoralis.
I rolled a 21.
21. Yeah. So these are pretty chill guys. Like the ward keepers in general, they are pretty strict about like what they do. But there are different types of militia. In fact, every this is just like general school knowledge. You know that every single continent has like their own type of like guard. Like Sislami, their guards are called like the Claws. Then you have Eldritch, which they're just called the Arcane Eye. And then you have Beery, which Beery, they don't really care about that kind of stuff. They're more of like a merchant heavy like town. They're just very focused on their source of trade and work. So they have this stereotypical the ward guards. What you guys like, there was the one ward keeper back at the prison cell, but mostly you kind of see like this like gray or mix of like black kind of more uniform kind of look to them, where they're more like ward guards. Now these two up here, they are ward keepers, but the ward keepers around Interior, like with the dock section in general, they're kind of more chill. They've been just more relaxed, and they're just helping people get through, like especially with the merchandise. But they do always double check like what you're trying to bring in, what you're trying to take out, all that kind of stuff. So generally, you should be fine if you can pull off like a decent like, oh hey, we're just delivering some goods. We kind of got in some trouble, but this is where we're going. Or you could try to maybe pass yourself off as like passengers for just a ship heading towards one of the other like big old continents, but you need certain tickets for that kind of stuff. And nobody has a forgery kit on them, do they?
Mm-mm.
No murder. But yeah, so you start coming up.
Wait, is any of this explained to us?
No, this is just all in beautiful Axon's brain right now.
Okay, I heard forgery, and I was like, whoa, an opportunity to be useful.
Just all of it is just
So
going
if I
crazy.
hand this guy my papers or not right now?
At the moment, there was a merchant ahead of him, or ahead of you. Sorry,
So they're talking right now. They can't hear us at the moment.
not at the moment.
I wish for the back. Let me do all the talking. All right. This is nothing new.
And then Kenku walks, like, shuffles in.
Huddle and look. I said, just huddle and look sad. Look sad.
Kenku then says, "Let me do all the talking."
Axon looks out to see who this person is, and since I rolled a 21 on my history check, do I actually know? I
don't know this person specifically, but
okay.
But you've seen him around before. You've seen him.
Yeah.
You've seen him actually take down like a small goblin horde at the edge of the city one time. He was pretty brutal, but he didn't seem like the type who would be like overly brutish. He's always just kind of like a fisherman's job. But he looks friendly
He's
enough.
a humble dude.
Yeah, very humble dude.
Murdoch sits back down and says, "We're gonna relax and not make things harder for ourselves."
I look at the person who's checking everybody in. I go, "Oh wait, I think I know that guy."
Okay,
Bobby, why don't I just start off? Maybe I can ease in the transition here.
No, hide your face. Don't say a damn word. We're gonna make this quick and easy.
Are you sure? Because I can make this easier for us. I'm pretty sure. He's pretty famous here.
Murdoch pulls accent.
How about you just we'll use it as our trump card if I can get this in easy.
Oi, can you please step forward?
I'll step forward, mask covered up.
All right.
Okay.
I throw my hood back over, sit back down.
I'm just like, evening, officer.
Hi, how are you? It's a nice morning today, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad at all. Can't complain.
Looks like your cart kind of got in a rough tumble there. Is that some goods you're taking
we
in?
just pulled out from the back of town. There's a fireworks festival going on. Friggin' carnies. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Also, is there a fire back there?
We were the fire. We put it out.
Oh, geez, okay.
No harm, no foul, I guess. But
All right. Well, sorry to be your trades there.
man needs a permit. Those guys need to be a little more regulated.
Oh, actually, reminds me. Speaking of permit, can I see yours, please, so I can put you on the ship?
Yes, I had my papers.
Okay, Matthew Murdoch, and taking a bunch of different supplies and of hay, apples, cheeses, pottery. Lost a lot in that fire, I say?
Yes.
Let's make an insight check on that.
Unfortunately.
Please roll deception.
Roll deception?
Yeah, roll deception, please.
Okay. that is 23.
Shit.
That's my high. That's what I'm here for, is deceiving.
Thank God, because he actually got a 20 total. So he gives you a stern eyes, like, all right. Well, if you need any assistance getting this on board.
No, I know my way around. I'm meeting someone up here. Don't you worry.
Do you know which ship that you're taking?
Okay, history check, Freddy.
Yep.
Because there's a specific ship I'm looking for.
Give me that check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. So typically,
I should already know this.
typically
ship,
you would be
alright?
looking for the Iron Wave merchant ships, which
Yes.
unfortunately at the moment you don't actually see any on dock. But you do see like a large ship that looks like it is heading out for Eldritch, and they are loading a bunch of their own kind of like merchandise on there, which looks like to be like a mix of pottery and clay and gold. Past that, there is a small dinghy. Like it looks like it could hold up to a crew of 8, and it's got like it's large enough to where it is a ship, but it's right there. Like it's 40 feet. It's enough to like where you can take some minor supplies and all that kind of stuff. Which it looks to be unmanned at the moment, but other than that, you don't see any Iron Wave ships around. You know that currently they're doing a lot more trade with Eldritch. They do typical runs, but let's see. I mean, today is Saturday. They're probably not going to be coming around until next week, Wednesday.
And this whole little charade just expedited the process, though. Oh, maybe I can catch up with them. And the Eldritch, right there. I'm pointing the big ship. Right there, buddy.
Hi. Okay. Well, just go around this corner and you see like kind of like a line of people like actually like setting up like either like trying to get on the ship, and then some like the larger boxes getting on, just like, oh, just set yourself up there, and on your way. Take care.
Thank you.
And he gives a look to everybody else, just kind of like, are you folks doing all right?
Kenku nods at him.
and Axon waves. We're good.
Oh, you say we're
Elliot
good.
just kind of like nods.
The perception is too low. He's like,
Yes.
it sounds familiar, but yeah, all right, off you go. And then, all right, well, good day to you, miss, and sir, Matthew, and the rest of you guys.
Woohoo!
All right, be safe in your travels. Next, please.
Hopefully, can't get any worse than it was back there. Hell.
I suppose so. Okay, so you start like pulling your cart ahead, and you're pulling with ahead with a horse. So you're starting to try to get into lineup here.
Did a good job.
Yeah, and it's another ward guard. It is not a ward keeper, but just a couple of ward guards that are just trying to direct all the cargo and so forth. So what are you guys trying to do?
Axon turns back to Bobby. You go, wow, that was really cool how you did that. That was really masterful.
I didn't even do shit. I actually had a whole plan, and they just God, matriarch is.
Well, it's not, those. Yeah, that guy's not easy to pull the wool over. So I just
Really.
allegedly.
I am definitely in the shallow pool right now, aren't I? All
Unfortunately.
right. Hey,
Little bird,
I shouldn't be
Murdoch.
complaining for ease, right?
Oh.
All right.
So what you guys doing?
Mhm.
I mean, there's the
I'm just
dinghy further
following
down
traffic
Murdoch.
and to make the way of the ship.
to the big
Murdoch
one.
nods to Bobby and just says, "Good job." In trying to mimic it's hard to mimic Ivan's voice to a degree. It's very unique.
It is a unique
I
voice.
just tip my hat to the bird.
And then Murdoch follows you.
Well, I mean, you guys are still like all together in the
We're
car.
still on the car.
But so you're heading towards.
Like I had this whole thing where they're gonna ask why I had a bunch of kids in my car. I was gonna say that I basically get paid by nobles to pick up their little asshole runaway kids. Yeah, I like using that one.
But yeah, so like, I mean, you're heading towards the big Eldritch ship, or you're gonna go to the dinghy next to it.
We're going to big Eldritch ship.
Okay.
We're going to Eldritch.
Okay. So you start getting in line with the other merchants.
Wish I didn't have to, but the only wish I'm gonna catch my crew.
Let's see. Okay. So yeah, you're just kind of like you're waiting in line for in a merchant line, and they're all still kind of like setting up stuff. They're talking to each other. They're pulling up on the different ropes to try to lift up these heavy crates. Like, what are you guys thinking? Gonna do anything? Just like wait in line, or
We're gonna wait in line. We're not gonna rush things. We're not gonna bring attention to ourselves, right, kids?
Yeah, we already did enough of that.
Murdoch looks to Elia and says, "What do?"
Elia just kind of looks at Bobby for a second and is like, we should probably just get on the boat.
No. What do?
What do?
What you do?
I.
What do you do?
Accent turns. Yeah, what's your story?
Oh, geez. I just kind of drift. I mean, my mom and brother and I have our own little troupe. We just perform.
Okay.
Perform?
Perform. We do a lot of the classic plays, but we do them on the street where people can actually afford to see them.
Bobby of the classics. Do you know a little ditty called Ocean's 11?
I do actually.
I like Ocean's 8.
You know the classics. Good on you, kid.
Hey, just keep going. I'm just doing my thing. Ooh.
We're just kind of
Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11.
Yes, please say it a million times. Freddie will hate
Ocean's
that.
11.
Sure will.
I check to see it. Axon checks to see if Murdoch is still holding a knife.
He's always holding a knife. He doesn't have pants or anything. He just kind of holds them all the time.
He just isn't have pants. He just has a knife. It just has knives.
His arms are knives.
Ooh,
Ah,
like, yeah. Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Bobby
You're
Burnquist, what do you do?
Nothing that's very nice. If that's what you're asking.
Axon perks up.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Unfortunately, the nature of my biz is a little bit private, so we're not gonna talk. Especially, we're not gonna talk with a bunch of people listening in right now. We're gonna be quiet. I'm a merchant. I'm a merchant, a contractor mostly. I just bring supplies.
Which, as you guys are getting close to your spot in line, you see like a couple of the war guards just look at your supplies like, that's pretty small. You sure you're in the right line? This is for the drop off for Eldritch?
I had a hell of an evening. I made the mistake of going through the festival. I thought it'd be a shortcut. Got singed by a faulty firework.
Can I see your papers real
I'm just
fast?
trying to get on the ship. What's
Can I see your
that?
papers? Your travel permits.
Yeah, here you go, bud.
Murdoch looks at the papers.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, so because the
Yeah.
guard's looking, I just handed it right to the guard.
Axon looks down.
And,
pulls
and before you ask, the old man wanted a boy. That's why it's Matthew.
I got a 15, I think, plus 2.
50 plus 2. Okay, and then also the 50 plus 2.
Deception is plus 2, so that's 17.
17. See, because the exchange was so quick, it's not quite high enough. Like all you saw was a little bit was like Matthew Murdoch, and then that's about it.
Oh no, I was looking at the guard's papers. That. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just like there was just the
No, those are the papers. He has what I handed
which
to him.
insight. Can you roll deception for me again, Bobby? Because again, you're clearly a woman, as you say, Matthew Murdoch, but they just want to double check on things.
But I said that the old man wanted a boy. 24.
Nope. So it's like that's a little rough. Look, here's the thing, Matthew.
Maddie, just call me Maddie, please.
Fine, Maddie.
Got enough headaches tonight.
Maddie.
Look, we have been we kind of have, you see, we have like another list, and we don't really have your shipment on our list. We're kind of full right now. Why don't you take our dinghy if you want? Like you seem to be like sailing sword is
Can I cast Charm Person?
You don't have that yet. You do.
I don't?
No, that's
Wait, is that also in that domain?
that is from that domain.
Fucking hell. Okay.
I'm like, man, I've already had a hell of an it's really not on the list.
It is.
My
I'm
God.
sorry. It's not on the list. We're kind of already full at this point. But if you want, you can take our dinghy out there. That's why we kind of dragged it along in case we had an overhaul.
If that is the only option.
How familiar is Axon with these with the people working at these docks?
These ward guards, you're not that familiar. You know that they're from Eldritch, and they're here to quickly. They were here to drop off and to pick stuff up.
Okay.
Other than that, you don't really know.
Okay.
I just put my hand up for the papers back. I guess it could be worse. Thank you for not just outright refusing us. I guess.
Yeah, look, I mean, this has happened a couple times before. There's always miscommunications. That's why we're actually very excited about.
Last time I do business with the Belmonts, man.
Hey, you ever hear about those gate stones?
Elia just perks up and asks, "Tell us more."
Oh man, that's what we're excited about because eventually I don't know when, but like there's a stone family. They actually were the creators of like these really amazing devices. They're called these gate stones. They're really for the big places. Like for Patreon to Eldritch and the Islamic. They're like for like the 4 major citadels. But eventually, I feel like as fun as ships can be, it's kind of rough for travel. We can eventually use gate stones.
It's gonna put me out of business, but you know what? That's also putting me out of my misery.
Exactly.
I'll have it.
Exactly. So that's something to be looking forward to. But that's why, just in case there's just too many people, we have.
I'm adaptable. I'll find a new line of work.
Axon pulls up his.
I don't want to take more of your time.
Okay. Anyway,
Axon tries to hide his face.
Thank you. Good night, officers. Or good morning. Rough evening. I am completely turned around, sirs.
No worries.
But don't worry, I've got someone who's will take the sales for me.
All right, well, move along now. We got to finish up here.
All right, we'll horse to the dinghy.
Okay, so you guys bring it over to the dinghy, which it has like a long rope that's tied to the back of the stern, but you kind of already see somebody like already just kind of like untying the rope. And they just kind of nonchalantly toss it to the water. So that'd be something that you would probably want to bring in, all that kind of stuff.
Lay down arms.
Other than that, you guys, in a weird way, you guys somehow got your own little boat with your horse and a cart, and that's just odd. And for now, I think we should take a short break. Let's take a short rest. Intermission time.
Sounds good.
So we'll see you guys here, kids, in about 10 minutes, and I'm going to mute everybody, and we'll see you all in a bit.
Bless this mess. People said, Freddy, you're still muted.
Mm.
Oh no.
Don't worry, he's only been doing this for 2 years. You'll learn eventually.
Shut up. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this mess. This beautiful, beautiful mess, as we mentioned before. You guys are setting up on the dinghy. I've got a cat. You guys are haphazardly putting the hay below in this little ship that you guys got.
Max is just taking handfuls of hay and throwing it on the dinghy.
I mean, they're still wrapped together by twine.
God.
They're still wrapped together by twine. So you guys can pick it up, but it'll be a little bit of an effort, especially the scrawny arm boys. I think the ladies are actually better at lifting here, so they're just kind of tackling it. But does anyone actually have any sailing experience?
Sailing?
I think I have vehicles like water and
Is that what it says? Or?
land-based. I'm looking into it right now.
Okay.
Look at it. It's easier if I go into the actual edit bar, which I will do right now. I'm pretty sure I have like water and land vehicles.
All right, that's fair. Hey, and look, the images they updated.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Vehicles, land, sea, and air. All
And
right.
air. You can fly a plane if you wish to.
I can fly one of those. These kids don't know what those are.
No, but like
I can fly.
What I will say though, yeah, you know, you've been doing some sailing work, especially.
I've served in the war. I should know how to do that.
Yeah, especially since like, you know, you've been doing some of your side quest stuff. All right, cool. Now, Bobby, as you look at the ship, you know that at the very least, this is a 4 to 5 person ship. Like, you need at least 4 to 5 people to actually sail this with you. So you're gonna have to do a lot of directing with these 3 youngsters here, trying to figure out what they're doing with the jib and the mast and all that. That you have, it's large enough where you have like one large sail and then one small directing sail at the very front of it, because it's the front sail then the mid sail with the mast and all that good stuff. And it looks like to be, you know, in the style of Eldritch, where like, you know, the sails are blue. They've got like this like sharp cut to it, like where it's not like a big old like typical like square sail, but it's more like a side sail, where it looks like it's meant for speed. It looks like it can handle, you know, like decent sailing, like, but like closer to the coast, not so much like straight up going straight into the ocean, facing any storms you see. It's not really meant for that. It can be meant for long distance sailing, but closer to shore. Like maybe,
And that's what we'll do.
maybe like 300 miles is the max that you can go away from shore. Other than that, the waters might be a little bit too rough on it, and who knows if there are any kind of attacks that could be on it.
We'll play it easy. We'll do. I forgot what the term was in World War II. Island hopping, I'm gonna call it. We're gonna go along all the little tiny islands along the way.
Yeah, you know, you certainly can.
Keep close. And so I'm like, chop chop, no rest for the wicked, kids. This is gonna be a full person job.
So what I will probably need is the best way to put this. Yeah, we're gonna do it depends like where they go. So you are obviously taking the helm then, Bobby? Is
Yep.
everyone agreeing to just get on this ship with this old lady?
Got nowhere else to
Don't
go.
have any better options yet.
That makes sense.
No turning back now.
Which, by the way,
Where are y'all from anyway?
as you guys are setting up, go ahead.
Oh, I'm from here. Jackson goes, I'm from this town. So
Freddie,
Not anymore.
fill me in a moment, Freddie. Which direction would I be from?
Oh, you've like
There's a map.
You've no idea. You don't remember where you've been from.
even know where he's
You've
from.
just kind of been drifting, really.
Okay, then Murdoch just kind of shrugs his shoulders, points all around.
Oh, that's easy. So that easy for you.
I'm just from Matriarch. I've been back and forth across this place so many times. Like, the whole place is kind of home to me.
Yep. Like, you've never
So
really
not-
had
not
like an
anymore,
original
they're in trouble.
destination in mind. Like like where you are truly from. You've been everywhere, but like the most familiar part of Matriarch that you know is Northern Matriarch, where they have the Senate of Intelligent Lords and Ladies, y'all, otherwise known as Silly.
Oh, yeah, silly.
Silly, the Court of Fools.
Yep. So now I'm just like, well, now y'all are all from Eldritch. Don't envy y'all. Let's get sailing.
Okay. So yeah. So well, again, that's one thing to keep in mind, Bobby. So the dinghy was there to bring in case you needed something extra, and in most cases they don't really expect you to follow them. They expect you to kind of like I said before, kind of like follow along the coast, and they'll probably go on a more direct route there and expect you to meet up probably in a couple of weeks because it's a long voyage to get to Eldritch. Are you trying to head towards Eldritch? Or are you trying to head back towards Beria? You trying to?
I'm gonna if I control, and considering the map, I think it's gonna be easier to hit New Beria first.
Okay.
And then I can fuck.
Because right now you are in southern Matriarch.
Southern
you're
Matriarch,
like right
so
at the bottom.
I can probably crawl around. There's a few islands, but yeah, I honestly going straight to Eldritch ain't gonna work. If no one's keeping their eyes on me, I'd prefer to go to New Beria.
You probably could swing it. Just so you know, the most direct route is technically the safest route is probably going to be still sailing close to the coast of Matriarch and trying to follow up that, almost like that incisor, almost like a mouth shaped kind of Matriarch, and then back over to the smaller what was it called again?
We'll take the safe coastal route. We're gonna head to New Beria.
Yeah. Which can I have everyone's passive perception checks real fast?
And then my contacts can come find me as they will. Because I know they'll be looking for me.
Passive perception.
Oh wait, passive perception. That's not a roll.
14.
Yeah, no rolling,
14.
just passive perceptions.
Okay, 13.
14, 13. Everybody else?
14.
14. Okay. And Cody?
Oh, yeah, 14. Mine is also 14.
Oh, wait, passive yeah, 12, sorry.
Okay.
I was looking at passive wisdom.
So
insight.
And then so it was Cody and Stina, you're both 14s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the 13 and 12, so Bobby and Murdoch, you guys are a little bit too busy. You guys are just trying to set up some of the ropes. In fact, at one point you're just kind of no, the mast. The mast. You're kind of pointing at you guys. You're trying to help. You're trying to help Murdoch out with some of this new sailing perks. You two kind of pick up on a conversation, from a couple of sailors as they're trying to unload. It's oh boy, man, I don't know what the hell they put in here. It's it's a bunch of pickled jars in a large crate like this. What's that for? It's it's probably for some of the nobles. Hey. You heard about some of those sailors going towards those teeny tiny islands back over there in New Beria? No. Well, apparently it's now been called cursed. What you talking about? Well, those smaller islands. Not a lot of people weave in between them because you know about the sharp rocks and the reefs over there. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's not the only thing. There are ghosts over there now. That's a bunch of codswallop. What you been drinking there? It's I've been drinking nothing, which means I'm sober, which means I'm bored as hell, which means I've also been listening. There's now a bunch of ghosts on those islands, and they feed on sailors that actually are lucky enough to be shipwrecked onto those islands instead of drowning. You're just saying whatever you want. No need to be creeping out the new people here. I'm telling you now, these island ghosts have been freaking out and they're hunting after sailors that get too close. So I think we shouldn't go that way. Whatever, don't worry about it. And then they kind of start drifting off in a way. That's about what you pick up.
Elia is so cute. I'm just looking at the box now and damn, she cute.
She is cute. cute.
And then
Accident.
then you guys see
Anyway.
a group of ward keepers actually like kind of like come out in a pool of 6 guards, and a couple of them have like their hands on their swords, so some have them out, and they're looking around and they're talking to the red-haired freckled young man who told you to go this way earlier. So what are you guys doing?
So wait, that's what me and Cody
Mhm.
heard?
Setting sail to Nuberia.
Okay.
Ellie, you heard that, right?
Yeah. I mean, we can't go that way. We're gonna have to take a detour.
Yeah,
With the class, what'd you hear?
I'd give.
Basically,
Come-
if
just
we
come
go
over.
to Nuberia right now from where we are, we're
No
fucked.
Yeah, not great.
You're untying the ropes, right?
Yeah, we're getting.
Absolutely. We're piecing out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are quickly shifting on to the new
If
tide.
they
that's
relay
coming
this
in.
ghost story to me, kids,
Yeah.
if you can live long as not if you've lived as long as I have, you'll pick up a curse or two. Nothing to
Okay.
worry about.
But I
I
would like to live as long as you have, and I really think we should avoid these damn islands.
And I would like to do it curse free.
Then we'll avoid the islands. We'll go the other way around.
Are we gonna give it a wide berth here? What's the plan?
I said,
Wide
y'all are with
berth.
me. I'm heading to Nuberia.
Let's see.
'Cause I like to go home.
I wish I could. Do you have that map, Ivan, that like they can actually take a peek at?
Yes, I can send them the map. The I saw the map during the
A
intermission.
map!
Yeah.
Wow!
And actually, I can just post that real quickly on the.
Is that in the folder I gave you, Freddie?
No,
If
it's not in the
I
folder,
can't
but I can just quickly scroll up and look for that picture.
Because I probably sent it to you at one point because I'm not sure if Discord's gonna handle it.
Oh no.
Big
All
in-
right, then I will send it to Discord. I'll put it up on the stream.
Oh nope, looks like Discord's gonna handle it.
Oh, cool.
Here we go.
Then let me go.
So you can take that, and y'all can look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. Hey,
Here.
For
perfect.
Southern Matriarch.
Here.
Original. There it is.
Hmm.
Where's it going?
So we're going. So wait, we want to go to Nuberia, but we want to avoid
So-
ghosts.
That's where Bobby.
Let
wants
me
to go
let me
is
quickly
Nuberia.
pull this up so
Well,
the
you
audience
wanna
can see this as
avoid
well.
So
ghosts.
these islands on the south coast of Nuberia are what we're trying to avoid.
Hmm.
The little islands.
The little islands. So are those visible on this map or no?
They are actually. They're just very. I just need to pull it up myself real fast, so that way I can.
So it's like
Guys, tell the kids
Bam.
little words of wisdom. People make up a lot of shit about Beria. It's not true. Once upon a time, maybe I believed a few things.
Okay.
Perfectly fine place.
All right. So
that strikes a chord with Elia, and she just immediately drops it.
just so you know, right here with Nuberia, and I'm showing them with my little
Yeah.
mousey. So the bottom of Beria, you see like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, the tiny little islands here. That
Yes.
was something where it was rumored to have those weird island ghosts that they were talking about.
So in theory, we just want to avoid.
Yeah, you want to avoid
the
that. So
south.
trying to basically, because you're at the bottom of Matriarch, trying to actually squeeze in between Saffron and the and Matriarch borders would be the safest, but you could possibly be caught or sighted. So if you want to avoid that, you could try. I mean, it'd be really rough for your dinghy to handle, but you could try going between Eldritch and Saffron straight up to Nuberia.
I was gonna say, like, that's literally what I was gonna do. I was gonna have like Murdoch point at where they are and then just kind of trail his finger past Saffron to Eldritch.
It's a little rough either way. So either handling rough waters or trying to handle safer waters, but with more
Hey,
people.
said hands on the helm. I'm going through the safe waters. I'm going right in between Saffron and Matriarch. We're gonna hit that longer island.
Oh, oof, that's funny. I forgot.
Right up Beria.
Nobody can actually see the mouse. That was funny.
It's okay.
Mhm.
We're describing.
We're
it.
doing our best with our mouses. Our
Can
mouth.
can I ask Bobby? And ask Bobby, how many times have you made a run like this?
I usually don't make the runs. I usually kind of just ride.
You're just a.
I've watched enough, and I know how to run a ship.
Okay, I believe the latter half of that statement.
Elia looks at Axon and is just like, do you have any better ideas of what we're gonna do?
And I just like, trust me, I work for merchants. Okay, that's not a lie. I've been there and back again, all over the map with them. I know how to do this.
Should I pull?
You know
Should I
what?
pull in Harper real fast to help the? No, I'm just giving you crap. Go ahead.
Yeah, Axon just takes a deep breath. Fine. I don't know, but only because I have no better ideas.
No, you don't. It's why you're following me.
Elia shrugs and is just like, well, how do we sail this thing? Let's do it.
I'll direct you. I'll work you through the motions. Just listen.
Okay, so
And I do that. I do just that.
So where are you going? You start pulling out with the dinghy, and you're still kind of pretty close-ish to the coast. The people on the huge eldritch ship, like they kind of like see like going ahead, and they just kind of like some of the war guards, like ward guards, they kind of give you a nod because they have a feeling like, oh, okay, they know where
I'm
going.
I look like I'm fucking tired. I'm going.
Yeah, they're like they you know like they know where they're going. They know where they're going.
I will salute.
Okay, but you're starting to pull out. So are you gonna try to go in between Saffron and Matriarch? You're gonna try to go
between Saffron and Matriarch where it's safe.
Okay, the safer waters. All right, cool. So this trip is gonna take 2 days to get there. Final listen. But yeah, it's gonna take 2 days to be able to get there. So what I'll need, do you guys want to RP during this time? Do some role playing during sailing time?
Yeah, I like role
Yeah,
playing.
let's do it.
Okay, or I can go straight into possible encounters.
Role play.
That's RP.
Yeah.
If y'all want to roleplay, go ahead. I'm following you, newbie.
Set the scene, Freddy. What's going on the ship?
All right, so you guys have pulled out. You're following with the brand new, fresh swell of the tide as it pushes you guys ahead. You guys are seeing a bunch of flapping, flying slizzards. As it's kind of a strange creature because like you've seen some seagulls before, but again, like with the open well, that heart of magic actually affecting a lot of creatures. Some seem to kind of combine a bit. So you're seeing like this like large like flapping wings, like a wingspan about like 10 feet. But it looks to be more scaly than feathers, as this white creature with a large, almost kind of like bat-like wingspan, and it has like these like large 2 antennas, almost kind of like flowing back, kind of like what like a stingray might have, like for its tail. And it's got like 2 big old beady yellow eyes and a sharp yellow beak that actually has like a bit of a tinge of small fangs and incisors alongside. And it's just kind of like just looking around, and they're kind of like flying in a flock, and sometimes they also just dive into the water, just and then they scoop right back out into the air as it catches like a small little like fish with a bunch of like extra like weird little legs, just kind of like flapping about. Winds are good so far. And the weather's nice, the sun is out, probably a little hot, but the breeze makes it bearable. As you guys are kind of like slowly leaving that little port behind, you guys kind of like you barely see like a mess of ward keepers like trying to like check everybody and see what's going on. One of them is trying to make a perception check. And
Murdoch points up at the bird combination hybrid and just goes, "Freak bird." What?
I just look at Murdoch. Well, don't throw stones in glass houses, kid.
Freak bird.
Yep. And as you guys are kind of like
Fucking freak bird.
so let's see. So like here's the entire kind of matrix. You guys are starting to hedge your way around, kind of making as far away as you can from the actual coast. So you're right about 250 miles now. Because it's been like a couple hours. You're like sailing out, but other than that, the weather's nice. The wind is good. You see a little bit of wildlife as you guys are sailing away. What are you guys doing? You guys want to take a short rest or something like that?
It's a 2-day trip. There'll be definitely a long rest. Sorry, a short rest in there. It's fine.
Murdoch walks around the ship a little bit to see what's up and check on everyone.
Well,
Keep an eyes on the helm, but I am resting.
yep. I mean, she.
I'm a warlock. I'll be doing a lot of that. Also, I'm old.
Also, I'm old. I mean, with Bobby's help, she definitely directs everybody to like help, like pull like on the jib or releasing the mast a little bit just to get some like extra wind. But otherwise, it's kind of on autopilot, like with a couple of minor maneuvers from Bobby's end. Otherwise, you guys are just chilling on a boat.
Chilling on a boat.
Chilling on a
I
boat.
like this.
What you got?
Axon looks out beyond the bow of the ship and goes, I don't think I've ever done this before. This is a like vastly new experience. So he's he's contemplating. He's kind of just absorbing every aspect.
Look at his pale freckled body. Oh, I couldn't tell.
Kind of rough because this is your first time. Like, I mean, you left home on like a long bike trail when you were just kind of like biking out like in some of the fields, especially the seasonal fields. But you're also just like you're kind of running away from home.
Yeah. This is I'm just kind of contemplating the consequence of what I'm doing. Man, what's gonna? I guess my folks will be fine. Yeah, everyone will be fine. He's trying to convince himself that.
And it's like he's talking to himself. Bobby's just like hands on the wheel, just like watching this little fledgling scrub. Like this is adorable.
I'm just kind of like
Murdoch leans down to him.
Folks fucking.
What?
Folks fucking.
Hear that? He says your parents are fine. They're fucking. They're gonna start making a new one. They won't miss you.
Jeez.
And pats him on the back, thinking that he's cheered him up.
Thanks. Okay.
This is nice.
At least I got a cool little bird friend now. Like that.
Murdoch. Woo!
Elia asks Murdoch, she's like, so you never told us what you do.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders.
I feel like that's all we're gonna get out of him at the moment.
Bobby just
For
yells,
now.
"Murder! He murders!" I mean, that's why I was in jail, right?
Shakes head, actually.
Oh,
Well, what did you do
well,
then?
aren't you interesting then?
He just happens to know the word.
Got
He just
murder.
happens to know the word murder. Okay.
Got
Not yet.
yeah,
murder.
I trust him.
Murder. Got murder.
Got murder.
You got murder?
Got
Okay.
murder. Points at Axon
We should meet up in like 30 minutes
and
then,
nods.
or so.
Axum got
someone-
murdered.
Someone got murdered?
Axon murdered?
Points at
How
himself.
about
Nods
when you
head.
get back from the walk?
Murder.
See you in 30 minutes?
You got
were
murdered?
murdered?
Oh.
What?
Like a murder of
Okay,
crows?
that's fine.
Like
I'll see you later.
If you got murdered,
Murdered.
Bye, Mom.
Murdoch murdered.
Murdoch murdered.
how is that possible?
So
It's
is there,
actually
like-
pretty
Yep,
easy.
I'll
Fuck
figure
with
it
the
out.
wrong people.
Bye, Mom.
Okay, but he's still standing right in front of us, even though we have
It's
free
not
floating
hard
cards.
to assume anyone here would get murdered. You bring it on yourselves pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, all those. And now Axon thinks back to all the times he didn't turn in his paperwork, and think, that's probably a
That's
murder.
cause to get murdered.
Yeah, that's cause to get murdered, right? Still kind of talking to himself about that.
No, it's not the fact that you harmed a guard.
No, I didn't. It's not like I blinded them or anything. And everybody within a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, Bobby's just looking at you, shaking your head. You kids.
Elia's like, excuse me, I didn't do shit.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Nothing.
You're so
I'm
curious.
fine.
Nothing. Same. Nothing. Haha.
Okay,
I really
believe-
didn't do
Adorable.
anything wrong.
Hey, Murdoch. Which one do you actually believe?
I'm gonna roll insight.
On who? On who?
Murdoch's gonna roll insight on
On who?
Elia.
I just asked her. She's like, nah, like you didn't do nothing.
Oh, like ever. I see. I see.
I got plus. I know I have. Oh, okay. I got 16.
Okay.
On
Are
insight.
you lying about anything there? Elia?
Yes. How much do I have to tell him?
Is 16. What
Well,
are
the
you
question
exactly
was,
hiding?
You did do. You could just say that you did something. Like
Murdoch points
Yeah.
at Ellie and just goes and says, quoting the son of the god, "You're a bad person."
Elia's jaw just drops, and she's like, I don't have anything to say to this.
No,
one,
he
but
finishes it with, "You're a bad person." Maybe.
maybe.
Accent goes,
And
your
then
syntax
just
is
kinda-
evolving.
Your
Nice.
syntax is evolving.
Nice. Okay.
Syntax.
Okay, but what were you saying, Elia?
Me?
Yeah, you were saying. I'm sorry. I think I talked over you.
I don't think I did anything wrong. Let's put it that way.
You're gonna go to jail
I was already in jail. We got that over with. We're
again.
fine now.
said you might end back there if you're not careful.
Not if Bobby has anything to do about it. We're headed for Beria.
Okay. What?
I'm still sailing the ship. I'm just watching the kids bicker.
Okay.
Hey,
There's no
Accent-
other source of entertainment here.
Axon remembered Axon thought back to the prison and how Bobby went into the bag and got her. He remembers that sick, awesome arm,
Which I never
piece of arm
used.
equipment, which he never used. But what can I glean from that? What can Axon can he detect anything from that? Can he?
Okay, so what are you exactly trying to detect again?
I'm trying to figure out what
Got it.
that piece of arm equipment on Bob.
Like he might want to investigate or do an Arcana check. Or something.
that's okay. That's
Yeah, okay,
actually
yeah,
I say Arcana. Yeah, I'd go with Arcana.
Arcana. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 13.
13. Okay. It's an enchanted glove. It looks like. That's all I can really put together. You're just kind of like, this is weird, but this is definitely not like you haven't.
That's not normal.
Like you've seen enchanted gauntlets before, but like this is different because it looks when you enchant something, it has very visible like maybe glowing runes, or it has like a lot of different like images or different sigils. This only has like 4. And it's on the on the knuckles specifically.
Huh.
It only has so many in it, and it looks like it was like really embedded into it, which there is. That's a high class enchantment, but otherwise you're just kind of like, that's new, but it looks to be an enchanted gauntlet. That's all I got.
Okay. So I actually asked Bobby. So what's the story with that gauntlet? From all I can like kind of sense that it's enchanted, but I can't get anything else off of that because it's very minimalistic. It seems.
And before Bobby replies, a large tentacle actually wraps around her torso and just grips her tightly into a squeeze with
and I just go, well, you're about to get a demonstration.
with a natural 20 from this this slowly creeping octopus that actually like kind of climbed up the side like of the dinghy that you kind of feel the weight shift, and it's just like as you start like seeing like the head of this thing, you're like, oh my god, it is an octopus, and it raises its head, and you see a seal face going. It is a soctopus. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Murdoch, murder.
But for its surprise round
What
on
the-
you, though, Bobby, it deals 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it squeezes your body.
Right.
It's just and just
You said 6 points?
6 points. Yep,
Fuck.
6 points.
Jesus.
As it's just like warbling there and just trying to squeeze the heckin' dodge out of your bod. Okay, 20 to 15.
Got it.
What is yours?
Okay, I got a fuck, what is it? I'm sorry, I kept it. I'm just looking at
I'll
it.
tell you now, Freddie. Just
21.
Just put me on the bottom of the list.
You're on the bottom of the list.
Murdoch terrorize.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
21. I love having high dexterity. This is great.
Okay, and then
21.
21.
I got
Okay,
that.
and then
I got 22.
ooh, okay.
Woo!
So we got Wizard at 22. We've got Warlock at 21. And then what about you, Elia?
I'm
What was it?
9.
9. Okay.
Nine.
And what about and you say in the bottom, but what's your total, Ken? What's your total, Murdoch?
Nat 1.
Ah, you are indeed the slowest. Because the Soctopus actually got an 8. So
Fucking.
Oh,
so
cool.
everybody else
Fucking-
besides Murdoch is first. So Bobby, you're currently grappled, and so you can either try to break the grapple, or I mean you can attack, but it will be a disadvantage.
Oh, I'll probably take that risk.
Okay. So what do you gotta do?
But I think Axon's ahead of me.
Oh,
He
that's
rolled
right.
22.
Sorry,
21.
Axon. What are you gonna do? Bobby is currently like wrapped in this giant tentacle, and you see like the adorable
Bobby.
seal face, like just looking around, going. "Arr!
I'm aiming for that seal face.
Arr!" Okay. Go ahead. So what are you gonna do though? Like, what are you casting?
I'm gonna cast magic missile on the seal face.
Yeah! So it just
Nice.
automatically hits. So roll 3d4, and each d4 is a +1 on it.
Okay.
As you see Axon like kind of like actually I forgot. Do you have a wand, Axon, as a focus?
I don't have a wand. No.
You don't. Okay.
No.
So like out of you just kind of like see Axon kind of like pull like out of his bag like a little bit of like well, it seems to be like a shimmering like little like dust, and he just like smacks between his hands and goes, and these strings of blue arcane energy just out of your fingers, and they go all dipping into the Soctopus going. What's your damage? Each deep
13.
Wow. Nice. Oh shit. Dealing a very heavy blow to this octopus. You just like as you see like the seal like start crying. As like you actually see like the actual like projectiles like almost like push like poke little holes like going toop, 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 and you see blood start oozing out, just like a little bit of bits of blood coming down its body. It looks rough. That was a lot of damage. Do you want to move? Do you have a bonus action?
I don't have a bonus action. I will move toward where Bobby was.
Yeah. I mean, Bobby's still
Yeah.
there. She's still wrapped in the.
Being wrapped.
Yeah. Is there any way I'm able to like get over there so that once my turn comes around again, I can like assist in any way?
Yeah. I would say it's possible.
Okay. Well, I get into position.
Okay,
I'll
you
say
get in the
that.
position. All right.
Also, I just kind of look at her and go.
Oh, so I'm looking at him like shaking my head like no focus. What an amateur. I'm just shaking my head like
It is your turn, Bobby.
my turn. Okay, bonus action. I will cast Hex on this thing.
Okay. What kind of checks does it have disadvantage on?
That I'm gonna say strength.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so you see like this like little bit of like this like dark haze that looks like a almost like an inky like pus almost goes like all over like the actual seal. I'm gonna go with that actually. I like that one better. Sealtopus as just like just kind of moaning. It's just moaning.
Okay, but I can't say that's just my bonus
That's your bonus action.
So for my action, I said for demonstration, aim like my gauntlet. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okay, so that's gonna be a disadvantage because you're
Yes,
right within it.
I will take those odds.
Yeah.
My thing it literally turns into it looks like a Mega Buster. Is what happens.
Okay.
So
Nobody expects Mega Man.
they don't. No one expects Mega Man.
But yeah, you just
Freddy.
go pew pew. So let me hear those numbers.
The highest, the lowest one was a 21.
Really?
Got a 5 to hit. with a
AC is
16.
40. I'm just kidding. You definitely got it.
Fuck off! You would not do that.
Yeah, so you definitely hit. Go and roll your damage. Is a D10 and then a D6 because of the hex.
D6. Give me a 10.
Okay, so boom! You actually like bash in the face, and one of its eye actually just fucking pops. Just it just squirts all over you. Unfortunately, a lot of blood and ichor. It's like it's gonna actually make a concentration check because it's been hurt by both of these casters and it doesn't like it. It still holds on though with a 17 on its constitution, just really like holding it like really tightly. It's starting to get angry. All right, but that was your action, and you can't move, so your turn is over, and you did a bonus action. Okay, so did 1, 2. It is your turn, Elia. You see Axon going pew pew with the magic, and then running up going, I can assist. And then Bobby's still restrained, going, trying to blast with some more magic. What do you do?
That is exactly my enemy.
What do I do? Okay, so I'm assuming this boat is not very big. We're all like pretty close together.
Yeah, I mean it's a 40-footer, so it's enough to be a ship, but it's still pretty small. I mean, if you need to run up there, that would take an action and dash. But you're definitely close enough to do any type of ranged spell attacks or whatever you're thinking.
Okay. I'm gonna... Will it hurt everyone else if I cast Sacred Flame?
No. It is very specific, so it would have to do a dex save, which it will do a disadvantage. All right. Is that what you want to do, right?
Cool. Yep, that's what I want to do.
You got it. And with the dex save of a 12, which I believe that doesn't make your DC. I think your DC is actually 13 or 14. Yeah, it's
14.
Yeah, it's 14. Yeah, so it definitely. So go ahead and roll. I believe was it a D8 or D6 of fire damage?
It is a D8.
D8. Go ahead and roll that D8 of as like you guys like see her just like clutch her holy symbol, then just go, and you see like this kind of like green bits of flame just leap out from her hand and onto the sealed puss is going.
We got 3.
3 damage.
Yeah.
As it. Wow, it's just barely hanging in there. What a brutal attack. As you burn away. So, do you want to use your movement? Bonus action for anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna run back with Crowboy, just in case, because everyone should have a buddy.
Pretty much right next to each other.
Oh, you're gonna pick me up and run with me?
Yeah, let's get him the fuck out of there, man.
To where?
I don't know, just away from the octopus.
I'm scared. Come with me, little Crowboy.
Elia.
That is so your movement will be cut down to 15 because you're picking up this tiny person and you're just going. So you move 15 feet away as you know you're being. I mean, are you gonna let her pick you up, Murdoch?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Okay, so you let Elf Girl pick you up, and you're further away from the situation. It is now.
Murdoch doesn't mind a pretty lady picking him up.
It is now.
That's why he didn't mind when Bobby picked him up.
It's now the Sealtopus's turn. The Sealtopus is gonna try and drag you in the water with you. So because Cody right there. I need you to make an athletics check, Bobby. I'll say with advantage because Cody's like, or not Cody, because Axon's like, no.
Athletics?
Yeah, make it with advantage. Oh shit.
16.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I have
21.
no modifier for
Yeah,
that.
as like, actually you're like, don't worry, my magical bro arms is gonna, and you guys see Bobby go overboard as the Sealtopus goes underneath the
Bobby
water.
Burnquist.
Yep. Underneath the water it goes. Bring it in. So Bobby, yeah, so you can hold your breath for, what's your constitution modifier?
My constitution
Potentially
modifier
injured.
is 2.
Is 2, so you can hold your breath for 2 minutes before you start drowning. So you go
Okay.
as you go down. And by the way, the dinghy has no one steering the ship, and it's just kind of going now as it's free from that heavy weight. So
Axton, steer.
So that was
No, I don't think anyone said steer.
So that was Seal's turn. Murdoch, what do? The ship is starting to go on its way. It's kind of, the wind is pushing it like to wherever it really wants to go. No one's at the helm. What do you do?
I am too small and weak to control this ship in harsh weather.
Okay.
Naturally.
Yep.
Let's all be perfectly honest. What Murdoch is gonna do? Can I move out of how far away is the octopus now?
At the moment, because like all this is like within like 6 seconds, you are 20 feet now away from where the Sealtopus went in.
Okay, then is the Sealtopus still like on the surface?
No, it went like beneath the water. You could still like barely make out like ripples and stuff where it's going, but like the ship's starting to like keep going now.
It couldn't have moved that far away then if it's using Bobby as he's going to run over and he is going to cast sleep in a point of space around where the Sealtopus was.
Okay. Okay, so fine. You run up and you cast sleep. Go ahead and roll 5d8.
Yeah, that is a 90 by 20 foot range and area.
No, I see what you mean. That's fine. So you run up to the ship, you're going,
Okay, then.
murder!
Yeah, he like copies Bobby's like snoring from when he heard it. Murder!
Okay.
Oh, those are not D8s, my apologies.
Yeah, I need 5d8 there, bud.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. So because they're slightly different sizes. Okay, then. So that is... What is it?
No, keep going. Do your thing.
Yeah, just keep going.
Okay. I got 21.
21. Okay, Bobby. No, actually, this is fine. So you, Bobby, for a second, you feel the grip loosen on you, and it's all of a sudden gone, and then you're just like, okay, and you start to fall asleep in the water.
Yeah, I go to sleep too. Yeah.
So you see Bobby come up, like blubbing in the water, but face down, and she is now currently unaware, drowning. As you
Okay, then. As then, Murdoch just goes, Bobby Burnquist!
Yep, and that's
Potentially injured!
Yep, and that's it. So that's
Axon!
That's
Axon!
That's your turn. Axon, it's your turn.
I run to the helm and steer toward Bobby.
Give me an
Go pick her up.
intelligence check, because you're not proficient with this. So just your intelligence modifier and a d20.
I'm already getting so much mileage out of sleep.
I know.
Yeah, you're
it's
killing
like-
everybody.
Session 1 ball. 7.
7, and you added your intelligence modifier to it. Oh no! So you're just kind of like, oh god! You run up to the helm, and you're just like, it's round, and I don't know what that means. And you're like trying to steer the ship, and you're like, this is how they do it, right? And you're just kind of going further away, but now you're hiking it back and forth. As oh no!
Oh my god!
But that was your action. you keep looking back. You're like, oh no, I don't know what to do. But that was your
I gotta
turn.
say, by the way, guys, this octopus and Bobby are going to be asleep for 10 turns. It lasts a minute.
Gotcha. But while Bobby is inhaling the water now,
Exactly.
so you've got 2 like you're drowning. You've got 2 rounds before I'm gonna have to make you do death save. So right now you're you're getting unconscious. All right, so that was Bobby's turn. Elia, you're next. Elia, you see him just over. You see Axon going. I got this.
My dad didn't teach me how to do this.
No, your dad did not teach you how to do this at all. Dad thought, I don't need this. I have a gate stone.
That bad.
What do you do, Elia? What do you do?
All right.
Your friend's drowning in the water. What do you do?
The BC is also asleep, yes?
Yes. Well, okay.
Okay.
You need to run over to the edge and look.
Then I run over to the edge and look.
Okay. So you run over, and you see a floating Bobby. I mean, it's not moving. You don't see the sealtopus anywhere nearby.
Great. Okay. And there's rope on this boat, I'm assuming.
Yes. But, like, you guys are also, like, drifting further away. At this point, you were, like, at 50 feet now.
I really hope I haven't just killed Ivan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Possibly.
How much rope have we got?
Everyone actually does come with a 50-foot length of rope for hemp rope. Yep.
Okay, I turn around to Axon and I'm like, stop moving. Like, you guys put down the sails. I'm climbing into the water. Apparently.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to drop the rope over the side and I'm going to start climbing down.
You're going to tie it down first as your action, though, right?
Yes.
Cool. So
exactly what I'm going to do.
So you tie it and you're like, quickly turn back. Axon, stop the ship. Whee! And you dive off into the water. So your movement is halved because you're not really proficient with swimming. So you jump and you start swimming and you're up there 15 feet. And the current is pulling at you hard. So this is going to be real rough.
We got rope. It's fine. Rope can do anything.
Oh, so you have it tied to yourself as well.
Yeah, of course
All
I
right,
do.
I can accept that. But that was your action. You've jumped off. We're now going to the sealtopus. Sealtopus, just, you guys don't know, actually. So, yeah. So, Axon, top of the round.
Not here.
By the way,
fine.
so just so you know, here's what happened. You tied the rope to the ship. So I started going, Axon, stop the ship. and she's in there starting to swim over towards it. The ship, so here's Elia, whee, off the ship. And here goes the ship going, I'm going to get you, Bobby. And you're being pulled away as the ship is sailing. Axon, make another intelligence check.
Oh my god.
To see if you can maneuver this ship back around and slow it down.
Okay. Bobby.
Can you do it?
Bobby, I want to know more about that gauntlet, dude. Intelligence? Okay, 15.
Do it for the lore.
Oh, someone did not mute themselves on Discord.
It's me. There we go.
There we go. That's perfect. Come back to me.
Okay.
I want me again. There we go. That's me.
Okay.
All right. What'd you do, Axon?
I got a 15.
15? That works. Thank you. Because I was looking for a 10 earlier. I'm like, a 9? No, actually it was a 7. Anyway, so you look at this and you take a second look. You're like, okay, hang on. Because I got confused. Because when I push this to the right, I'm actually going left. So now I know which way is my left and right. It's just the opposite. So you actually take a hold of the rudder. You push the other way. And you're steering. And the ship starts to turn. And you're turning back. And then you immediately, you look at the sail, and you kind of you actually tie the rope down to the steering wheel, and you quickly let go and run over and start lowering the sail, and it starts to come to a slow and a crawl. That's all I can do for your action, though. So we're coming back to Bobby. Bobby, roll a death save. You are drowning now. You are inhaling sweet, salty goodness.
8.
8. That is a fail. All right, so that's one fail. Oh boy.
Well, at least we can retrieve her body. Am I right, fellas?
Him actually can have a nice, cool gobble.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, so
Don't worry, kids. I made like 4 characters
jeez.
time around.
But yeah, so
They all have glass bones.
so you start but you start sending them close to them. That was your turn. Now we go to Elia. Elia, it's your turn. So you guys are actually, so yeah, this is the weird thing. So the ship turns around and you're just kind of like as it's pulling up alongside, but at this point you can actually see Bobby's floating body.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so what I would say is like your action, if you want to, is like you can dash, which would be the full 30 feet.
Yep.
You can't get back on the ship though. You'll be like right next to her.
Sure.
All right, cool. So you swim over. You know, the water getting a little rough, and you just like turn her over. You're like, I got her. But yeah, that is your turn.
Can I yell that to them
Yeah, that's fine.
if they can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yo, guys, I've got her pulling the rope.
You're like, yes, I have queen, yes. Slay.
I have queen. Yes.
Yeah, I got her. Oh no! I hope she doesn't drown.
All right.
There's a man eating a sealtopus in here. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Which at this point,
Man, it's a good thing none of us are professional voice actors.
God. That would be
at this
awkward.
point, I took the sealtopus off of the initiative. It's just kind of floated away somewhere. You know, it could breathe underwater, so it's just having a good, nice little snooze.
Cute.
Murdoch,
We don't get any XP from things I put to sleep, do we?
you'll never know. Murdoch, you look down, you see them, so you see the rope. What are you gonna do? What are you doing?
What the fuck do you expect me to do? I'm a tiny bird man. I've got -1 strength. Oh yeah, I could totally lift up these 2 women, these 2 fully grown women. This is what's going on in Murdoch's head internally, of course.
Yeah, I see. What are you gonna do though? It's still your action. You have something to do.
Murdoch freaking demands. No, he can't because I can only say specific things. I can't demand Jack. He first of all he shouts, "Good job, in Bobby's voice."
Uh-huh.
I guess he's gonna try and pull the fucking rope. Let's see how terribly this
All
goes.
right, go ahead and roll strength.
Need to roll true. That's a nat 20, but it landed on the floor.
Nope, on the floor. It's all made out of carpet.
Do it again.
What's a 14 get me -1?
13. You are just like, you're like, no, like you are pulling at it. And the good news is you are getting them closer to the ship. You actually have them bobbing up against, you know, the actual boat, and then you try lifting them up. You hurt your back. So you still have a good, you have a good bird-like grip with your beak at least.
I'm sorry. Are you saying I lost a bit of HP there?
No, you just kind of popped your back and you're kind of feeling sore and you're like, oh god. So
well, suddenly you just go quit.
Yeah, but you were gonna lose the rope because your hands are like really not like that secure. But like you quickly like grab on with your beak and you just like,
They are also tiny.
They are also very tiny. So like you just like you use your so right now you're kind of like holding it like with like your beak and body like a little like like a strange buoy in the water, but like you know you're not in the water. So like your body's kind of like banging against the side of the boat. It's kind of like.
I'm not used to playing a character that is this physically unremarkable.
You're so tiny. You're keeping them there with all of your mighty tiny mass.
It's like Philum was super strong. He could have done this in a breeze.
Yep.
Mars, he had a bunch of other bullshit to make up for his lack of strength.
Now you're just a bird. Well, anyway. So yeah, it is now Axon, it's your turn. You see Murdoch going rah, rah,
Yeah, he's just going Action!
Is the ship securely like it staying on course without
No, you slowed it down. And the quickest way to run over this, like you actually like you really pick up this anchor, but you drop it over. Which again, it's not really like an anchor for like out in the ocean. It's meant to be like it's kind of like a nearby coastal, like almost like fishing ship.
Okay.
So it was barely enough for you to lift and like push it over. You as a group will have to pick that anchor back up, but it secures the ship.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna run down and help Murdoch out.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hoist my my peeps back onto the ship.
Use the help action.
I would say because Murdoch is helping with just his mass. You start kind of lifting it. So go ahead and roll a strength check, please. I'm using all of your guys' negatives today.
That's one.
Yeah, Axon, you are you feel inspired that like you have to help these people. You don't know them that well. You ran away from home, but for a second you hear in your thoughts just like, why can't you be more like your brother? I don't know. I feel like you could have worked a bit harder. I mean, look at your brother. Like, you know, he keeps doing more. I feel like he's going to do great things. You don't want to be left behind, do you? And like for a second, like you actually kind of like feel like a little bit of like anger at this bullshittiness of this. You grab at the rope and you actually start tugging and tugging, and you're just like, is this what working out feels like? I never felt burning in my arms before.
My whole body is sore.
Axon! Good job.
Yeah, and you pull the ladies up, and you are now covered in seaweed and lady love and a lot of salt water.
Whoa, lady.
No, I mean, look, I'm saying their bodies, you all tumble together. All right, you're a mess.
Well, Ivan, you don't have zero.
Alright.
You don't have 0 hit points. You are just asleep.
No, because the drowning.
It's the only way to show the death saves on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, the other thing too is
okay.
he was drowning.
Oh,
Speaking
true,
of which,
true.
another death save because there's still a bunch of water sloshing in your lungs there.
Yep.
I gotta say, are we still in the encounter, or is this like technically over?
Oh,
at
it's
this point?
over. But you better hurry up because that was a second fail.
Okay, do we just... So wait.
Murdoch immediately tries to perform CPR.
Give me a medicine
Wait,
check.
wait. What?
Yes, I can do that.
Medicine check. I need to start hearing ideas.
Yep.
Murdoch's doing this.
16 plus 2.
Okay.
Murdoch starts.
Yeah.
Doing the.
Okay.
Murder.
So you start.
But he's trying to do the ha 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 staying alive,
Right.
but he hasn't heard the lyrics in
Exactly.
ages.
Well, no, because that doesn't exist. But you start doing that, and you realize your mass is not quite enough. So you think, this is fine.
He starts punching her.
No, you start
in the chest.
You
trying
start.
to get the...
You try that. You start having to jump on her body. So you literally are just jumping on top of her chest and lungs. And for a second, you guys actually hear a little bit of a creak, and you're worried if it was the boat or bone snapping. But you jump, and all of a sudden, just this like jettison of water like that hits you straight in the face, Murdoch. As it was like a spray of sea, like if you're on the high seas, because you are.
Like
Can't
immediately.
be too, baby. I was waiting.
Murdoch like falls on his back from getting squirted in the face.
Never gets old.
Never gets old. But you are back. You're at 1 hit point.
That's okay, because I'm gonna cast a spell.
Oh yeah.
God damn, I hate the ocean.
And Murdoch like sits up, looks to Bobby, seeing that she's fine. Murder!
And what are you casting?
Not for a lack of trying.
And then one second. Well, what are you trying to cast?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Well, no, I'm just kidding. Of course, you can. Yes. So
I'm like, I should be able to do that.
yeah,
one
for sure. You reach down and you
Okay.
you cast your Cure Wounds, and you know, you kind of like clutch on your holy symbol of. Well, actually, no, nobody knows yet. As you kind of like
Nobody
reach
knows
out,
yet.
and this at first you guys are kind of freaking out because you're like, oh, that looks like a sickly green energy. Is that going to be all right? But no, you do feel. Go ahead and roll a d8 to heal
Yep.
Bobby Barton Quest with.
We got a 6, so
6
Bobby
plus
is at
your
full
wisdom.
HP.
Murdoch is looking at Elia this
Yes.
whole time and just
So that's
thinking,
10.
Yeah,
Where
it's
was-
4.
So it's 10.
where were
total.
these cure wounds when I got exploded and hit with wood?
You know, people had to run.
1 HP,
baby.
3 HP. You got spares, or you did. Now
Yep.
he has spares.
So yeah,
too.
so 10 hit points come back to you, Bobby. You guys are kind of feeling better.
And I'm like, God damn. And I thought, I never thought I could run into a worse crew. Holy hell.
And I think with that, we're going to end the session for today.
Are we?
Yeah. So
Cool.
thank you all for coming for episode 1 of this crazy second campaign. It's been a mess. A lot of it was my fault. And hopefully we'll fix that for next week. But, we're all excited. We'll get to more, we'll get to more adventures, more sailing, hopefully to your destination. No more sealed pusses to deal with. And thank you for joining in, of course, to our new players here. Glad you guys are on board. And is there anything else need to be said before we go?
I just got one announcement.
Yeah.
My Hero Abridged the movie will be appearing on YouTube on this coming Friday.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So look forward to
Hell
that.
yeah. People in chat, should Murdoch's last name be Burnquist since Bobby named him?
Cut the feed
Absolutely
down.
not. Bye!